Conference bragging rights on the line. Sultan High School versus Granite Falls Tigers. Biggest rivalry, biggest game of the year for the Turks. We're going to bring the game to you live tonight here on TurkPride.tv. I'm Coach Brian, and I'm anxiously anticipating the arrival of my partner. We will see. Right now we're doing the senior moments. All of the nice senior moments that we have going. And just remember, you can go to YouTube and go to the comments section. And I, Brian, will answer under TurkPride.tv, and I will answer your questions. So coming in, interesting bits of tidbits for everybody right now. Coming into this game, both the Turks and the Granite Falls Tigers are 3-1 in the league. This is the first time in recent memory that the Turks and the Granite Falls Tigers have had the same record, 3-1 in the league, going into the last league game of the year. Now this year is a little bit different. Granite Falls is a 2A school and Sultan is a 1A school. Sultan has sewn up, win or lose, they have sewn up the #1 seed from the Cascade Conference to play the #3 seed from the Northwest Conference next year in the playoffs, with the winner getting a chance to go into the state playoff. So we're going to stop right now because we are going to stand for our Pledge of Allegiance and our national anthem. Well, wait, not quite yet. So we're going through all the senior stuff right now. So 3-1. Turks coming in a turn-the-table win against Kings. Now, Kings is having a down year this year. They lost to Granite Falls the week before the Turks played them last week, 15-14. The Turks went on to beat Kings last week, 19-6, with the 6 coming in garbage time and towards the end when the Turks were playing a lot of the younger players. So coming in, we are this is a pick'em game. Coming in, and we are looking really good coming into it. And now I'm going to be joined by my partner in crime here. And there, he's coming on,
and hello, Brian, how you doing tonight?
Dan, the man baller. The band is back together.
Oh gosh, I apologize. I had to take care of a few things. Had to take a few things after work there, and it ran a little long, so I apologize. But I caught a break at senior night. We haven't started yet, so that's a good. I didn't miss anything.
No, you have not missed anything.
Other than the recognition of our wonderful seniors.
And so the dream team is back together.
Yeah. Dream or nightmare, I'm not sure which, right? But anyway.
Well, I was just explaining to our listening audience, and we have a whole total of 10 people out there watching already, and the game hasn't even started yet.
No pressure, right?
No pressure. So welcome to the broadcast. Hey, just remember, tell your friends, tell your family about TurkPride.tv. I'm excited to tell you about a new sponsor that we got going on tonight. I'm going to tell you about that in just a minute. But I just got done telling all of our listening audience out there that the Turks are 3-1 in conference this year.
They are, as are their opponents tonight. I saw as well, 3-1. When is the last time that we could talk about a black and blue bowl where we had a first place team in the Turks in the 8th classification and a second place team in the Granite Falls Tigers in the 2A classification at this game, both going to the playoffs?
I've been coming to Sultan Granite Falls games since 2000.
And has it ever happened
in my recollection, it has never happened.
Where both teams are going to go to the playoffs, regardless of what happens tonight.
Regardless of what happens.
Right. I mean, that's not that this game needs any build-up, but I mean, that makes it even a bigger game. Well, momentum going into the playoffs.
Well, and this is the Black and Blue Bowl, and the Turks had lost the first year they did the Black and Blue Bowl. I believe this is the 10th year of the Black and Blue Bowl.
It's been 10 years.
I believe it's been 10 years. The Turks lost the very first one.
But for the most part, have had the
And
better.
then,
The
and
better
then they
half
ran
of
off
that.
8 straight, and then last year we were surprised.
They lost it last year.
We lost it last year, and it was a bit of surprise up there at Granite Falls.
Sent it back to Granite Falls for a year, but now it's time to get it back.
And we got a real shot at getting it back. The Turks, the Turks have been playing better. They have a young quarterback who is coming into his own. The line, the tackles, the Deason brothers play off left tackle and right tackle.
Right.
That they have gotten better as the season has
Progressed. Right?
Progressed.
There we go.
Well, it's a Halloween theme. Let's say the
Yeah,
season's possessed.
Yeah, Halloween just around the corner.
And your house is always decked to the nines.
Trust me, it'll be more when you come home tonight. I was out doing last minute preparations and that stuff. But anyway, Brian, I was looking at the Cascade Conference. This year is really, and again, let me preface this by taking nothing away from the Turks, but it's really been an odd year. I mean, you've got Cedar Crest is winless so far. Kings really isn't typically playing at the level that they typically play. I mean, you really have the haves and the have-nots. You've got Archbishop Murphy, Sultan, and Granite Falls kind of at the top. You've got Kings and Cedar Park kind of in the middle. And then you've got Cedar Crest, and then South Bookies obviously playing a non-league schedule this year. So it's been an interesting year to look at the standings and as things have moved along. But, by golly, we're going to take first in the single A classification. We're going to host a playoff game.
Well, this is the first time in my memory, and I know we've done it, where we've taken the first.
I've got athletic director Scott Simpson here real quick. I'm going to ask a question. I'll put you on the spot. Do we have an idea next week who our opponent will be, or is it? Which is Nooksack Linden Christian winner is who we would play tomorrow. Perfect. Or next Friday. Perfect. Thank you, Scott. I appreciate that. So Nooksack Valley Linden Christian playing tonight. The winner of that game will be the Turks opponent next Friday here. We don't want to look ahead though, but again, it's exciting to talk about.
Well,
Playoffs.
We just want to win a game, and we want to win this game tonight. This is the biggest game, regular season game of the year for the Turks. And a lot of years, it's the biggest game of the year.
I think we're gonna have the national anthem here, right?
we need
take a break.
We need to stand, not kneel.
Yes, exactly. All right, the national anthem courtesy of the award-winning Sultan High School pep marching band, right in the direction of Ms. Jill Sumter.
Nationally recognized.
Nationally recognized.
Absolutely.
There you go.
And especially recognized in my house.
So, yeah, I bet. So, Brian, as it looks at the schedule, these two teams, they've played the same opponents. They've beaten and or pretty much lost to a lot of similar opponents. They really can't be much more evenly matched than what we're looking at tonight.
Well, and last, but it's the Black and Blue Bowl, and you cannot take into
anything.
You just can't. It's like You know, it's like the years that the Huskies have been 10-0.
And you play Wazoo.
And you play Wazoo,
yeah.
and, you know, you win, you go to the Rose Bowl, you lose, you don't.
Right.
And
well, this is those rivalry games. You know, Brian, we talked about that with, and we'll have some more information about the Cascade Conference and what's going to happen with the Cascade Conference next season. But it's those rivalry games. That's what I talked about. Remember last time I made this comment is you don't want to lose those rivalries. And this Granite Falls Sultan rivalry is just so big. I know that when I was in high school, Eatonville was our big rival. And, you know, you just look, regardless of what your record is. Now, this year, these are two really good football teams playing each other. But there have been some years where they haven't been the best football teams. But it doesn't make it any less special. It's just really something special because it's that rivalry game that you look forward to and you mark on your calendar every year.
You know what? We are just moments away from our Windmill Espresso kickoff.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are.
And we have a new sponsor. And we have a new sponsor, and I can't wait to talk about it.
Okay, all right. You seem very excited.
I really am. They're out of Gold Bar there, and I'm excited to talk to our listening audience about PC Search and Rescue 911.
Very nice.
He's only one of our new sponsors here on TurkPride.tv, and throughout the night I'll talk about what kind of things he brings to the table. We got a kickoff though, Windmill special kickoff.
And it's short.
Oh, almost.
Almost. Oh, that was kind of a long onside kick.
But you know what?
It almost worked.
If Eric had hung onto that ball, it would have been a Turk ball.
Right. And so it looks like coaches, you know, right from the get-go are trying to do something to shake it up just a little bit, catch their opponent off guard. But Granite Falls will get the ball, and they'll have a first down, 1st and 10. Turn up my mic, he says. That's executive producer Diamond Dave Moon there. This one here? That like that way?
Yeah.
A little bit better?
That's a little better.
Better, okay. All right, Landrum for the Tigers in a shotgun formation, hands off to the up back, breaks to the first line, breaks to the second, and chunks off about 12 yards there on the first offensive play of the game for the Tigers.
And they're gonna start off with a hurry up
offense, no huddle.
And I think they're gonna do the exact same play again.
You can see the receivers have their plays on their arms. They're checking the signals. 4 wide receivers. The keeper, quarterback breaks through again, and another gain of about 10 yards. So they've ripped off 2 big runs right here from the beginning, Ryan, with fairly similar plays. Quarterback, keeper, and a short run by the halfback up the gut. And each of those been successful.
The linebackers are going to have to put a stop to that because they're getting blown off at the first of on the line there.
Haven't had a chance to look at the roster yet, but just from the size comparison, it looks like Granite Falls has got a size advantage over the Turks there on that front line. It looks like that's pretty good sized boys on the offensive line. Quarterback drops back, feels the pressure, unloads, and caught for a first down, gain of about 3 on the play. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Tigers. So we've got our YouTube, and again, Diamond Dave Moon, executive producer extraordinaire, standing here behind us. Dave, the feed on YouTube looks fantastic, man. HD, baby.
HD, baby.
You know, with Brian's bloated salary, it's amazing that we could afford to do that. It really is.
He runs up the middle. This time it's stopped. By the way, my salary is the joy I get from being here on the air with Dan.
I'm glad you responded, Brian, because you were quiet there when I said that. I didn't know if you had a guilty conscience or what was going on there, but I'm glad to see that you responded.
It's just not the same when you're not here, Dan.
All right, Tigers 2nd and 10 from the Turks 43-yard line. A little bit pressure, dumps it off, overthrown.
We're going to have defensive holding coming up.
Oh, do we have a flag out there?
I think it's going to be defensive holding here. We've got a flag on the ground. Oh, illegal shift against the Tigers.
Okay, so Granite Falls, so that will move it back 5, and they'll try that one again. So they're going to be looking at 2nd and 15, and they'll be just past the halfway. Oh, no, just short of the midfield line. The Turks' 48-yard line.
He's back in the shotgun.
So Granite Falls so far, I mean, again, running 4 wides, shotgun formation, 1. Oh, and that's going to be encroachment.
And we're all going to go back to 2nd and 10 and do it again.
And back and forth and back and forth. There we go.
Go back to 2nd and 10 and do it again.
Now, folks watching us on YouTube, we invite you to send your comments to us, and as we have time, we will respond back accordingly. So again, we have that feed up, and we're ready to take your comments on the broadcast here at TurkPride.tv, your home for all things Sultan Athletics.
Underneath screen.
Oh, incomplete. That could have been a very productive play because he had blockers out in front of him, Brian, but he just missed the ball. I think he took off upfield before he actually had control of the ball.
I want to give my shout out to our friends in Nebraska, Derek and Molly Bargman over there.
Yes, halfway across the United States.
Derek is one of our longtime listeners and commenters on the feed.
Snap, quarterback drops back. Across the middle, complete to number 45.
That's a first down.
Breaks a tackle, and yeah, that's about a 15-yard gain. So right there, that was tough. They could have made a stop, Brian, because if they'd have made a stop there, they could have forced them into a punt. But now, first down, and the Granite Falls Tigers are going to get 4 more tries out of here as they move a little deeper into.
See how big that offsides penalty was for the Turks.
Right. Again, Brian, these two teams are just on paper very evenly matched, and you're going to just have to play a clean game to win tonight. So penalties are going to be key.
Oh, we've got some
quarterback keeper, and just pushing ahead. Gain of about 2, maybe. Oh, hey, see, look at that. You started now. Here we go.
I don't need to say anything anymore. I got somebody on the stream taking the comments. That's
Good
awesome.
evening. And Derek is there. Good evening, Derek. Glad you're with us and enjoying the broadcast tonight.
2nd and 9 coming up.
Still going with the no huddle. The Tigers have yet to huddle on any of their offensive plays. Keeper up the middle, breaks a tackle into the second layer. And
he's going to be just about a yard short of the first down.
Yeah, going to be very close. We're going to be 3rd and short for the Tigers. And again, so far, nothing really too exciting and flamboyant from the Tigers. Just pretty sound football, but they've been consistently making yards. And the Turks are going to have to show that they can stop that run.
Well, they're averaging 6 or 7 yards per play.
Right.
That's just not going to get the job done.
No, it's not. You'll take, if you're an offense, you take, oh!
And he's going to come up short on that.
Delayed handoff, close.
And this is 4 down territory. He's going to.
I think he might have that, Brian, at that spot. He only had to get to the 17, just short of the 17.
And they're going to measure.
Yep, they're going to bring it over. Depends on the spot. Kind of a difficult angle for us really to tell, so we won't speculate.
So while we watch,
yes, talk about our new sponsor.
Our new sponsor, PC Search and Rescue 911.
Bob Beeman is the owner.
If you diagnostic computer setup, virus, and malware, I've had lots of malware on my computers. Software installed, hardware installed, data recovery, backup, desktop and laptop. Sounds to me like if you've got a problem with your computer, you don't want to buy a new one, you'll bring it to him and he's going to get it back to you as good as new.
Quarterback keeper, he rolls to the left, kind of strings it. Turks do a good job of stringing that play out, and really maybe half a yard gain. Yeah, that is extremely frustrating when you have computer problems and you get malware, viruses infecting your computer. Just really, really frustrating. Yep. We've all been there at one point or another.
And he has a website, PCSAR911.com.
Very good. It's nice to know we have good people, qualified people here in the Valley that can help you out with those types of needs. Quarterback keeps it. Oh, deflected. Is that Phoenix McGuire?
Phoenix is rising up there.
Stuck a big paw up and knocked that ball down.
That was a flaming wing from the Phoenix.
Just got that wing up in the air and knocked her down.
Big play coming up. Those are all big plays.
They're all big plays. We're 3rd and 9. I think this is really a big play because, again, this would be a long field goal attempt right here. You're not in punt situation. You're too close. You're kind of in no man's land here. Back, throws, lost.
It's picked off!
Oh, he's
still in bounds!
There you go!
There's nobody to beat!
He's got one to go.
He's got one guy to beat! Go E.T.!
Oh.
E.T. just phoned home on that interception!
Nice. Excellent. What a play by the Turks. Man, coming up big when the Tigers were down in the red zone. to come up not only with a stop, but with an interception and a big return. So
now,
that's
I was talking to some of the boys there in the booth before the game. The Turks can have no turnovers and play discipline. They're going to be okay. I did not mention this interception, but that's his second or third of the year, and he has been close so many times.
Yeah, the Granite Falls quarterback really kind of just lofted it up there and gave him an opportunity to run underneath that and make that interception. He made the most of it. All right, so we got first down for the Turks here on the Granite Falls 38-yard line. Pitch and short gain. Maybe no gain. Yeah, no gain. 2nd and 10. They're just excited for the black and blue bowl. Blue Turks. And we are too. That's why we're here. We're glad you're all joining us here on TurkPride.tv. If you have any viewers from Granite Falls, we welcome you as well. Quarterback drops back.
Oh, he has all the time in the world.
Open.
That's caught. E.T. phones home.
Nice catch. Eric Turner, the man who made the interception, makes the catch.
Look at all of the time that he had.
He did. Nice protection. Rolled to the right. Bought himself even a little bit more time and found the open man.
And that's one of the things that I talked about, up here in the booth before the game is that our linemen have matured throughout the year. The Deason brothers are left tackle and right tackle, and they're sophomores, but they ain't playing like it is.
Right. Yeah, they definitely have matured and gotten a lot of seasoning over this year. Pitch. And he's trying to go the corner of the end zone. One tackle.
Oh, Perigo takes it in. Touchdown, Turks.
All right, so the Turks strike first and go up 6-0 here in the Black and Blue Bowl. So they take advantage of that Eric Turner big interception when the Tigers were threatening and turned it quickly into 6 points. Yeah. All right. PAT upcoming here for the Turks.
Braden Hayfley puts it through.
And it's good. And just like that,
Turks
3 offensive plays and 6 points on the board.
Take advantage of the turnover. Quick change. Turks go up 7-0.
Just like that, 6 minutes and 12 seconds remaining. Still in the first period with the Turks leading 7-0. All right, so now we'll see if they get to play defense again, see if they can hold the Granite Falls Tigers, or if Granite Falls tries to come back and answer that quick strike by the Turks.
Now, how often do you have an offensive lineman be your kicker for kickoffs?
Not very often. Not very often.
Well, I would, since you can't kick it deep, I would just go do just what you did the last time and see if you can come up with the ball.
Yeah, actually, that almost worked out last time.
Well, they've been trying to do it all year. They've been trying. That was the closest they've came.
And like you said, when he kicked it, you couldn't quite tell whether it was just not a very good kick or whether it was, kind of trying to be an onside kick.
Well, maybe it was just luck. Who knows? I'll have to ask the coaches later.
Yeah,
but
maybe it was.
I'm going to go with that's what they were trying to do.
There we go. We'll give them the benefit of the doubt.
Hey, we have a Windmill Espresso kickoff coming up.
Yes, we do. The first one here of the game for the hometown Turks. And you might see the cheerleaders as well as the number of the players are wearing bright pink socks and so forth, obviously in recognition of Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And recovered by the Tigers in recognition of Breast Cancer Awareness Month.
And when you kick it like that, giving them the ball at the 35-yard line, although you would wish it was back deeper, that's about normally where you get it in high school anyway.
Yeah, typically with a decent return, you're going to end up around the 30 or 35.
All right, so now it's time. We've stopped the pass, but...
So the Turks, basically the interception bailed them out last time because Granite Falls looked like they were pretty consistently moving the ball. So
they're going to run the ball right up the middle here.
Yeah, the Turks really haven't shown that they can stop
they go with another pass. Another screen to the right. Good thing. And somehow or another, they managed to get into 4 yards out of that.
The quarterback throws a very catchable ball, but it's going to be easily intercepted as well, too, because he doesn't put a lot of zip on it. It's a pretty soft pass that he throws. And obviously that backfired on him on that last possession. Ooh, counter. Yeah, for those of you just joining us here on TurkPride.tv, the Granite Falls on their first drive got all the way down to about the Turks' 25-yard line and then threw an interception. Eric Turner rather returned it about 40 yards, put the Turks in good field position, and about 3 offensive plays, they were able to push it in for the score. PAT was good, and it brought us to where we are right now, 7-0 Turks. Shotgun formation still. 3 wides right, 1 left.
This is going right up the middle, guys.
Yep, quarterback keeper.
And that's going to be enough for Tiger first down.
And you might say, watching at home, you might say, well, why do they have 4 wide receivers and then they just do a quarterback keeper up the middle? Well, that spreads that defense out because you have to put a man on every one of those receivers, and it really opens that middle up and it gives you that opportunity to just run it right up the gut. So, there is some. They might say, well, why don't they just put more people in the middle? Well, you can't leave those receivers uncovered on the edge either because they'll throw it to them and you'll get 6 points on the board real quickly.
Ooh. Oh, Caleb Dennis.
Nice hit.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, Fleming.
Oh, number 52 on that, right?
Yeah, he was just absolutely going forward and just hit a wall in number 52. All right.
Yeah, no gain on the play. Held almost a loss on that. They're going to throw the ball again here. Just watch. There's going to be another screen.
Yeah, this looks like
they're throwing it to the left this time.
Yeah, with the position of the running back, he's just a blocker in this case.
And other than that errant pass, I mean, their quarterback has been pretty accurate today.
Right. Well, he's spreading the field. I mean, they're using the pass almost like a run with very short, kind of that old West Coast offense like San Francisco used to run, where a short pass was just as good as a run, and they're basically kind of working things that way right now, working that mixture of short passes, keepers, and runs up the middle by their halfback. 3 wides right, 1 left, single setback, quarterback pitch to the left. Number 4 breaks a tackle, breaks another tackle, still on his feet, being chased by a host of Turks and brought down at the 15-yard line. So just like that, Brian, they're right back in the red zone again. Turks have to find a way to stop that run. And again, no huddle for the Granite Falls Tigers. Quarterback looking at his armband and calling plays at the line of scrimmage. We got trips left, man in motion, moving to the right, fake to him. Oh, hit as he throws and incomplete. Hit by number 3, Alex Perigo, just as he was trying to get rid of the ball, and falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 for the Tigers.
This is a big second. They're all big. I go with the Ron Fairley approach.
All big plays.
Yes, they're all big.
Except the ones that aren't big, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Quarterback in shotgun formation. Handoff to the halfback. Breaks a couple of tackles, but just maybe a yard. It's going to be 3rd and probably about 9.
Phoenix McGuire in on that.
All right, 3rd and 9 for the Tigers, and we got a timeout on the field. Brian, might be a good time to recognize some of our fine sponsors here on Turk.
Well, we've got some really, really good sponsors.
We've got some longtime sponsors, some newer sponsors,
and some longtime sponsors that I go to all the time. I mean, Mountain View Diner and Gold Bar, home of the best pies on the planet.
Yep.
And if you're hungry, go get your stuff your belly omelet or the Big Chief breakfast. Oh my goodness, Big Chief breakfast.
That and then burger night is what Wednesday nights is like buy one get one half price or something. Like
that. They got to.
Yeah, it's great burgers. The Montreal burgers, fantastic.
Embroidery for the Soul and Sultan. Speaking of burgers, Vic's Burger Shack is on the list here.
There you go.
Now, Rico's Pizza out of Gold Bar. When the traffic is bad, I walk on down to. Well, I actually drive down to Rico's.
You drive down. I walk. I do walk a lot. I do my exercising. But Brian, I have to tell you a little bit. Tomorrow, I'm actually going over to Ellensburg and watch my alma mater, Central Washington University, 8-0, number 2 in the nation in D2, is going to be on ESPN taking on a Sousa Pacific team that they beat by 1 point earlier this season. So I'm pretty stoked to go over there and watch my Cats play. And that'll be on ESPN live tomorrow, 1 o'clock. Ellensburg.
Big third down play, back to pass. There goes the throw, and it's going to be overthrown.
Well, that was very similar to the last one.
I was going ET, just phone home and get it.
That one, nobody was going to get
If anybody out there wants to know who ET is, that's Eric Turner. We call him ET. I call him ET for short.
Phone home.
Phone home. It's always a good thing.
Reese's Pieces, phone home. Yeah, we're dating ourselves now.
He's one of my wrestlers, and I just love watching him play.
And we got a comment on YouTube from Derek. I would agree, Derek. Granite Falls is definitely looking better than we've seen in some past years. Oh! And they turn it over on down. So the Tigers threaten, but the Turks are able to stand tough and make them turn it over on down.
Oh, I'll tell you, it's the play of the linebackers. It's that number 33 and also Caleb Dennis in the middle. They're making that happen.
Yes. Yeah, they're
Aiden Fleming, who's just a 5'7", 750-pound sophomore.
Well,
150 pounds soaking.
It's been kind of a bend not break defense so far for the Turks. I mean, they've given up yardage. Granite Falls has gained some fairly consistent yardage, but they've toughened when they need to toughen.
This is where we have gotten a lot better.
Direct snap
on our offensive.
Oh, there we go.
Our offensive execution has been a lot better the last 3 or 4 weeks, and I got to give a coaching staff credit because they've done a really good job getting this team to improve every single week throughout the season.
Yes, they have. Braden Hayfley, the quarterback on the keeper there, with a nice game out for a first down.
Making hay,
and he's only a sophomore, Brian. He's going to do nothing but get better. We're going to have 2 more seasons with that young man at the helm, and that the future is bright at the quarterback position.
Well, you're going to see some colleges coming after him if he continues his rise of improvement that we've seen from him.
Faithfully on the keeper again, breaks the tackle. Oh, took a big shot there from number 28 by the Tigers there. Number 28 is Garrett Brown. He's a 6'1", 205-pound linebacker, so he packs a punch.
I just need to there's a couple players missing tonight, though. I'm just so disappointed to look out there and see players missing for whatever reason. 2nd and 5 coming up.
Hayfley in the shotgun. Feeling a little bit of pressure, rolling, buying time. Complete to number 7. Caught. Number 7, Cordero Rivas. And Rivas gets a first down for the Turks.
You know, the Turks go up 14-0. The way that they've been playing on defense, no turnovers, go down, score, go up 14-0, no turnovers throughout this game.
So you're saying if the Turks go down and score, they'll have 7 more points than they have now? Is that what you're saying? Okay.
That's called a Ron Fairley observation.
A Fairleyism.
If anybody doesn't know who Ron Fairley is, just watch the Mariners in the 90s.
Yes,
late
exactly.
90s.
Yes. Faithfully pitch.
Go around the corner.
Breaks the corner and turns it upfield for a short gain.
That's a lot of running to get only 7 yards.
Oh, actually, it's a little bit better. There we go. That was a better play than it appeared. Gave him a pretty decent spot on that one.
Shout out to our 21 listeners out there.
21?
21. We are at
Is
21.
that, oh, there we go, 21 one? Oh, no, you just lost one. Now it's one. Brian, you said that and one dropped off.
Oh, well, we got over 50
Oh,
last
now
time.
they're back. 21.
They're back.
They're back.
Tell your family, tell your friends.
How?
We want to be in the hundreds when we do these.
Oh, yes, thousands. Tell everybody from one corner of the Americas to the next. Hatefully. Oh, I think that was a broken play, Brian. That didn't look like a scripted play.
Yeah, I think that was called.
You think so?
Yeah.
All right.
Well, we've already ran it. This is the third time we've already.
Yeah, it just looked like the way he had the
ran
ball. It just looked like he didn't have a good handle on the ball. That's the reason I said that.
It's the third time that we've ran it. It's obviously part of the game plan.
And both teams really have utilized their quarterbacks in running situations a lot so far in this game. Both teams are not afraid for that quarterback to keep it and charge forward. Executive producer Dave Moon comes and joins us here in the booth. Are we doing okay, Dave? We're doing okay? All right, Hatefully. Oh, nice pass. Oh, but overthrown.
4-down territory.
Yes. Yeah, you're kind of in that, like I said, you're in that tweener territory. It's too close to punt, too far to kick a field goal.
Are you saying we're in middle school territory?
It's kind of a tweener territory here. It's just,
middle school, not quite high school, not quite elementary.
It's just not, you know. I don't see
not quite a punt territory, but not quite field goal territory.
Nobody's kicking a 50-yard field goal at the high school level, all right?
If you can, you know they've been signed to D1.
Yeah, exactly. They're not playing at the high school level. Pitch. Perigo. He stops. Tries to find a hole, but really back to about the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard.
Well, we had a kicker in high school. His name was Russ Nuss. And that guy he could kick a 50-yarder in high school.
His name was Russ Nuss.
That was his name. Russell
Are you
Nuss.
pulling my leg?
No, that was his name.
Oh, okay. Huh. Interesting. I don't know.
And I went to school with him at Bobble High School.
Wow.
I tried to be his holder. He fired me.
He fired you.
He fired me. I couldn't get the laces the laces right.
We got one period in the books, Brian.
Wow. What happened? Where did the game go?
It's 7-0. The Turks up. So this game's progressing along quickly. Of course, when you run the ball a lot, the clock runs a lot, and the game goes quick.
Well, now would be a really good time to thank some of our sponsors.
I think that'd be great.
You know, we got Sky Valley Inc. I'm wearing my Turk Pride Select.
I know.
Turk Pride.
I ran out of the house and I did not grab mine tonight.
Yeah, well. And then Sky Valley Inc. provided the entire TurkPride.tv crew with great polo shirts. If you need custom screen printing or vinyl banners or lettering, reach out to Carrie Fulcher at skyvalleyinc@gmail.com.
They do a great job.
Or click at the banner at TurkPride.tv. Sultan Youth Basketball, Turks Youth Basketball. Big thanks to the SYB. Without their support, we would have never gotten the new scoreboard. It's really cool, by the way. Their financial contribution helped cover the cost of installing our homemade scoreboard solution.
Oh, is that right? Dave's telling us that Orcas Island has decided to copy our idea.
And there's a school in New York that's going to copy our idea.
Yes,
a whole school district, right?
I remember last year at a basketball game, some fans from Kings High School actually approached me and asked about our scoreboard also too. But anyway, we digress. We're watching football right now.
We got a football game in front of us.
Yes, we do.
It's
Snap
fourth.
to Hatefully. Always under pressure. Oh, they got him. And he's down. And that was fourth down. That was fourth down. So we're turned over. So we exchanged stops on fourth. The Turks stopped the Tigers on fourth. The Tigers stopped the Turks on fourth. So, you know, Brian, it's 7-0. There's been one big play, the Turner interception. Other than that, this has been an extremely closely matched game. It's exactly what we expected coming into this game. Two teams, equal records, played the same opponents, beat the same opponents, lost to the same opponents, and it really shows here so far. I mean, we got a dogfight going on out here.
Well, we need another turnover right about here.
Keeper up the middle. That's the quarterback, number 8, who is Camden Lundgren.
Well, while I don't encourage gang activity, on the football field, gang tackling is a good thing.
That's good.
When you're on defense.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is. And we'd like to welcome our 23 viewers.
23 viewers and one disgruntled one.
Yeah, 22 fans and one that's not happy.
Must be a Granite Falls fan.
And boom. Big gain for the Tigers, and it's going to bring up third and short.
Anybody watching from Granite Falls tonight, welcome to the broadcast. Your boys are playing well.
Yes, they are.
Yes, we are homers, but if they do something fantastic or wonderful, we will acknowledge it. Good play is good play, no matter what side of the football that comes on.
And that's Brian Atkinson. That's the commentary from Coach Brian Atkinson. That's B-R-Y-O-N.
Third and inches coming up.
Hand up the middle, and first
good.
down. Yep.
Fleming with another tackle.
So speaking of your name, I opened up a piece of mail in my mailbox the other day, and your name was on the piece of mail.
It is on a piece of mail.
By golly, it's like I knew that was going to happen, but when I actually saw it in print there, it's like, wow.
You are correct. I am on the ballot.
You are on the ballot
for the school district, for a school board position.
Yes, for a director position.
Make sure everybody, you exercise your right to vote.
To vote, yes. Everybody, please vote.
And you know how I feel who you should vote for, but
we'll leave it at that, right?
We're going to leave it at that. You guys just vote your conscience. Yep.
No, we've got the new directors coming in. We'll have some big shoes to fill. The two leading directors have been with the district a long time and have a lot of history, and so the new people coming on board will have
well, I know, especially in where I'm, District 2 out there. I was just waiting for her to retire so I could run.
So you could run.
And I had to wait a long time for that to happen.
To Director Cotterell to decide not to continue. And keep it by the quarterback, Landrum.
But there is some dirty laundry on the ground, and I think that's going to be a hold, and it's going to come back.
We shall see, but it's typically in the place when you would see a call like this. And you called it.
And what is holding? 10 yards.
Holding, that's when they hold on to the other person, right?
We have grown to 25.
And 3 thumbs up.
And 3 thumbs up and 1 thumb down. Thumbs down. You are more than welcome to your opinion.
I'm surprised we don't have more thumbs down, to be honest with you.
There's a couple of amateurs like me and you out here. Yeah.
This is.
You know, you've done almost as many of these broadcasts as I have. Mm-hmm. And we are both close to 200 or over 200 broadcasts over the last 4 years.
Yeah, I would say that's probably a fairly accurate number. I really haven't kept track, but they just kind of keep bringing me back and bringing me back. So it's just like, okay. Back to pass. Oh, way overthrown. Good. That was overthrown by a good 8 yards. So no chance there for the receiver. So yeah, Brian, I mean, like I said, we got playoffs coming up here. That's exciting. Next Friday night here, Sultan High School, Turk.TV. You know where you need to make your reservations now, because we're going to have...
we would love to have you here in the stands to make this place rock.
And we're going to be playing either Nooksack Valley or Linden Christian, depends on who wins that game. Those two teams playing each other this evening. Oh! And defensive player, fortunately, got his hands up in the air to not get a interference call against himself. And we're hoping for a much different, again, I haven't, I did the Turks a couple years ago, had a game up against Linden Christian, and didn't go real well. So hopefully this year, that's what our plan is, we have a much different outcome than we had.
Well, I know Nooksack handily beat the Granite Falls.
Oh, he better just hang on to that one. It's loose. Oh, but they fall on. The Tigers fall on it,
but it didn't matter.
It doesn't matter. Turks will get the ball back. So again,
another huge play for the Turks, and they need to go huge.
It was huge.
All right. Every time I say huge, you just go into that Donald Trump huge on me.
Huge. But no, so far the two biggest plays, the two have been the interception by Turner and then now this muffed punt, basically muffed punt attempt. So again, Turks get fantastic field position. They're in the red zone already at the 20-yard line. First and 10 for the hometown Turks. Keeper by Hafley breaks through and gets a gain of about 5.
Hafley on the keeper, gain of 5 yards down to the 14-yard line. Where we 2nd and 5.
9 minutes remaining until halftime. Turks leading the game 7-0. For those of you just joining us.
This time our cheerleaders will be walking around.
All right. So we've got 2nd and 5 for the Turks.
Please donate if you can.
Snap to Hafley, tossed back to Perigo, and he plunges forward. I think he's going to be short of the first down by a couple of yards. Gain of about 2.
On that last pitch. Gain of 3 yards. Still bring up 3rd.
Correction, 3. Hey, we got 5 thumbs up now, Brian. We're up to 24. Now we're going to be crashing the YouTube servers here pretty soon with all the people joining in on the broadcast. Oh, now I lost it. See, I said that. Super. 4 wides, 3 left, 1 right. Spread formation. Hafley, snap, keeper, up the middle, and it's going to be close. Yeah. Oh, he's short by about 1 yard short here. So again, Brian, you're really in that no man's land. Gotta go for it here. And another big pivotal opportunity. Can they score? Can they push it in here? Or does Granite Falls get a stop?
You know, I would rather it be like 4th and 2 or 4th and 3 where we know where we're gonna throw it.
Right.
For us, I mean, a quick flat to Rivas would be the play I would run here. But now you're tempted to run the ball.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a keeper. I think it's just going to let Hafley try to create a spot here. Yep. And he does. First down.
First down, Turk.
All right. So the keeper by Hafley over the right side plunges forward for a gain of about 2, and it gets his 1st and 10 for the Turks from
first and goal.
First and goal from the Granite Falls 8.5-yard lines.
And we've got 6:55 left to go here in the second quarter.
Yes, we do. And what has been a very entertaining game, very evenly matched so far as we anticipated. I really anticipated that being the case. That these two teams with equal records, almost identical opponent schedules, would put up a great game and so far. Hafley throws incomplete.
Pass is incomplete. It'll bring up 2nd and goal for the 8.
And Bob Beeman, we thank you for your comment there on YouTube. Hope you're enjoying the broadcast just as much as we enjoy bringing it here to you tonight on TurkPride.tv, your home for all things Sultan Athletics.
Okay, can I say this is a big play?
Sure, Brian, go ahead.
This is a big play.
This is a big play. And I'm going to limit you to like 5 of those a game, okay? You only get to say that like 5 times.
Well, then I'm already
You're pretty much used up, yeah. Perigo stops, changes direction. That usually that doesn't work well. When you go one way and stop and try to go back the other direction, it usually doesn't work too well.
It looked like he was going to pass.
Yeah.
Now it's third and goal from the 18-yard line, or 17-yard line.
Which again, I mean, it does open up some opportunities for you. It gives you a little bit more real estate to work with. You can go ahead and spread the field a little bit more if you want to throw a pass. But again, you still got further to go. So there's definitely pluses and minuses to that. So what do you do? What do you do here, Brian?
Well, I think you get half the yards back. You throw it into the flat,
Faithfully back to pass over the middle. Oh, overthrows his receiver. Intended for Phoenix McGuire, it looked like.
Well, you might as well just do that one again. You might as well set up and do it again because it was almost, I mean.
Yeah, I think.
That's why I was saying, get half of it back so that you have a decision to make where you is it extra point range where your kicker can make it?
So do you attempt a field goal for here, Brian, or do you
no, you're gonna
too far?
No, I don't think our kicker's
has the leg to get it there.
It's that's 35. It's going to be 35 yards.
Yeah, that's a really good kick. You do have to have a. So again, here we go. Go for it. 4th and goal from the 18. Pitch. That's halfback pass.
He's open.
Oh, he had a chance. He had a chance, and then he got hit by about 3 Tigers simultaneously.
Could have just let him just a little bit more.
Just a hair. It was
but
there.
That was a good play, and that was the right play.
It was a good creative play, and Rivas had a shot, but if it got there just a second, split second earlier, he could have hung on to it, but he just got hit right as the ball arrived. So 4-0. So Granite Falls holds. They bend but don't break, and they get the ball back now with 6 minutes and 16 seconds remaining here in the second quarter, with the Turks still clinging to that 7-0 lead.
Well, and I wish I could say that the defense had a chance to rest, but most of these kids play both ways.
Oh yeah. At the single A level, that's usually the case. You just aren't deep enough to have dedicated offensive defensive squads.
We are in a cover 1.
Quarterback throws, caught, but tackled immediately there by the Turks.
The ball's on the ground!
And the ball pops loose.
Turk football!
No. Yes, now he does. Wow. Big play. Tiger player made the catch, was hit hard, and it Hafley, the quarterback, made the hit, popped it loose. We really couldn't see because the players were standing right there, but signal change of possession.
Oh, I had a little bit better view of him because I was at a better angle. I saw him.
Yeah, the angle is tough with the players are standing there. And first one incomplete. So yeah, tonight, Brian, whole thing. We've got senior night, the Black and Blue Bowl, Pink Out, all going on tonight at this one game. It's a 3-for. You get 3-for-1 tonight.
Yeah, absolutely.
You get 3-for-1. Hope you're able to join us in recognition of the seniors tonight. Again, on senior night, I remember very distinctly both my son and daughter going through those activities with them, and it's just really special. Really neat.
It's heart-wrenching.
It is. It's tough. Emotionally, it's very tough. Where you see it, and again, a lot of those kids, this will be the last time that they play competitive athletics. Oh. Yeah, Perigo takes a pretty hard shot there. And, for a lot of these kids, Brian, this will be the last time that they play competitive sports. They won't go on to the collegiate level.
And some of these kids won't wrestle. Some of them won't play basketball.
Right.
Some of them won't play spring sports. So some of them, this is it. This is the
last high school experience that they'll have in athletics. However, we'd love for them to turn out for wrestling or baseball or basketball, and because we always can use all the athletes that we can in a small school. Hafley, nice protection. Oh, then it breaks down a little bit. Oh, just as I said that, it broke down and he just couldn't move away from that pressure.
I want him to pooch punt here.
Both these defenses, Brian, really have stepped up here. Initially it was a little soft, but both teams have really stepped up on the defensive side of the ball, and the offenses are having a much tougher time with it than they did in the early going. So 4th and about 15. We have a timeout, looks like Sultan. So with 4 minutes and 39 seconds remaining here until halftime, the Turks still leading 7-0.
The Turks will host a District 1 playoff game.
Yeah, hosting the playoff game, Brian. Playoffs?
Are you going to be back next week with me?
I believe I will be, yes. I believe I will be. Now, I was at the school board meeting on Monday night where Athletic Director Sifferman spoke to the board and talked about this reconfiguration of the Cascade Conference. And I thought what they came up with, initially you and I talked about this a few weeks ago, I thought, okay, we're going to end up having to go north. We're going to have to travel to Meridian and Mount Baker and Linden Christian and so on and so forth. But some things kind of changed in that Kings and Cedar Park Christian that wanted to go south got denied that petition to move south. So they were still kind of looking for a place to call home. Granite Falls, it looks like, wants to come down to a single A classification because they're just right on that borderline of 2A, 1A. And so we kind of keep the host of teams that we have, maybe bring in a Coopville back into the ranks and things like that, and we kind of have just a reconfigured single A only Cascade
Big
Conference.
fourth play.
There it is. Oh, interception.
You know what? It's coming back. It's going to be defensive pass interference.
Yeah, he was.
And it's going to be an automatic first down.
Definitely where they threw that, that's what it looks like. Or he was really, there wasn't anybody really in the area.
This is going to be a big call right here. Notice I didn't say huge.
Big. Oh, so
pass
now you're saying
defense. Okay.
Oh boy, there you go.
That's
a big
an
one.
automatic Turk.
That's a big play. You're right, Brian. I will agree with that. Turns what was a interception with a big return into them keeping the ball and getting even deeper into the red zone.
That's a 15-yarder.
Oh, it's going to be close. Now, still going to be a little short. It's going to be fourth and about 2. Fourth and 3. Yeah, fourth and 3 for the Turks.
No automatic first down.
It was 15 yards, but it was 4th and 18, and now it is 4th and 3. So they still got to get it. All right. So. Oh. And now they're going to move it back 5. So now it's going to be 4th and 8 instead of 4th and 3. So you're just making it harder on yourself.
Well, while they reset the chains here, so we're looking at Granite Falls and Kings and Cedar Park Christian and Sultan and Cedar Crest.
Cedar Crest, I don't know about Cedar Crest. I think Cedar Crest is going to drop out because it's going to be a single A only. So they'll go down to Kingco or Westco or somebody like that.
With some of those other two.
Exactly. And what I have heard, Whidbey will come back and possibly Coopville. Rolling out Hayfully, wide open! Touchdown!
Turks!
Eric Turner.
E.T. phones home!
Yes, nice play. Wide open, and Hayfully finds him, rolls to his right, and finds Turner breaking across the field for 6.
And how big was that pass interference call?
Gave him an opportunity. They wouldn't even have that play had they not got that defensive pass interference call against the Tigers. So looking for a PAT here and trying to put themselves up by 2 scores with just a little over 4 minutes remaining in the first half. Set, kick up and good. And the Turks now lead by 2 scores, 14-0 here again with 4:21 remaining in the first half.
Dan,
They were up to 26.
you know, my back hurts. What do I do?
I don't know. I'm not going to rub it for you, so you need to do something.
I guess I got to go to Sultan Chiropractic. Dr. Koppel's been serving the Valley for many years. Sponsoring Turk.TV is just one of the many community programs he's gotten behind. Everyone should be pain-free. Dr. Koppel is accepting their patients.
There you go.
And just for the listening audience out there, my back didn't really hurt. I did that as a segue.
Oh, well, that's because you're a true professional, Brian. That's why. See?
You didn't segue with me.
I didn't
did
segue.
not
I didn't
segue.
segue. I'm sorry. All right. So we're going to have a kickoff here coming in a minute.
So Derek Bargman writes, yay, E.T. already player of the game nominee. I agree with that interception and his touchdown.
I think he's definitely the leader right now, getting ready to head into with the first half winding its way down.
Okay, we have a big kickoff coming up.
Big. That's
Win
number
Willis-
5. That's number 5.
No,
I think
no,
you're done.
no,
You're
no,
cut off.
No, it's
you're
not
done.
the word. You said that the word I can't say is H-U-G-E.
Huge. 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 It's a huge play.
So we're gonna kick off. Pooch putt, pooch kick coming up.
And again, one of those short, relatively short kicks to one of the up backs. Number 33 takes it, breaks a couple of tackles, and is tackled at the 36-yard line, where the Granite Falls Tigers will have it first and 10. And we resume. So yeah, again, Brian, as I understand it, would be Sultan, Cedar Park Christian, Kings, South Whitby, Coopville. I'm still a little fuzzy on. I think they're going to try to invite Coopville back. I think it would be a 16 conference is what it would be, but it'd be all single A teams. Oh, at Granite Falls. Granite Falls would drop back to a single A classification. So the Tigers would remain as well, which is great because then you can maintain that rivalry. You continue this black and blue bowl, tradition. And so that's a huge plus in my mind. Pitch. And number 4 finds out of bounds after a short
running back did a really good job.
And Andrew Buckholtz, number 4 for the Tigers.
Yeah, 6 yards. It'll bring him second and 4.
But as I was saying, I'm glad that they didn't go down to the end of the city league. I just wasn't excited about going down and playing in the down south.
Or in the Northwestern 1A, 2B.
That would have been
Darrington and Congreve.
Right. I mean,
and I don't think that would have been fair to the kids in Darrington and Congreve.
Correct.
Because we're a lot bigger school. We're double and triple the size of it.
Yeah. Darrington really that wouldn't be fair to them. I remember we played Darrington here at a non-conference game. Gosh, it was probably 5 years ago, 6 years ago. And it was a very lopsided affair. The Turks really put a whipping on them. And again, we don't like to see that. We don't like people to do that to us and not do it to others as well. You want fair and equal competition. And up the gut, short gain, close to a first down.
Yeah, Derek Barton's asking what happens to Murphy?
Murphy is going to leave, is what I have heard. I haven't heard where, but it's pretty much a foregone conclusion that they will land either in Westco or some other place. They will be playing at the 2A. They could actually opt up to 3A if they wanted to, but they're a 1A school by size. They play at a 2A level, and they could even opt up to 3A if they wanted to, but they're most comfortable. Mr. Siffrin was saying, as far as from a competitive standpoint, at 2A, I mean, they can really dominate at that 2A level, and so they're going to stay there. Pass. Oh, we're going to have interference call.
Yep, absolutely.
Yep, he got him turned, and when the receiver made that cut to the inside, he made contact, and that was a pretty easy call to make right there.
That's not a hard call.
Now, that's going to be defensive pass interference. That's going to be 15-yarder against the Turks. So again, we're glad to see that the Cascade Conference will remain in some form. A little different than it is right now. I've never been a fan of the 2A, 1A combined league format. I think it's inherently not productive to programs to develop themselves when they're getting beat.
Wesco has a 2A, 3A combined.
Yeah. And I realize you need to do that from a regional factor. I mean, Sultan is the smallest school in Snohomish County, okay? But again, I know that makes that difficult. Oh, almost an interception by Perigo.
I just didn't want. My son's going to be a senior next year. And the one thing I didn't.
Jason Atkinson,
yes.
Producer extraordinaire, the utility man. He does it all.
He does.
He does it all.
But he just doesn't commentate. I've been trying to get him on the air with me.
I know.
Just once, but I didn't like the idea of those long bus trips to Orcas Island or Friday Harbor or those things for wrestling or for cross country.
Linden Christian, Nooksack Valley.
I just didn't want to see us doing that on a school night.
Yeah, that's really tough on those, especially like for basketball, Tuesday night games, Thursday night games, not getting home till after midnight and so forth. Screen.
That was a nice Nicely executed screen.
Yeah, it was set up very well. That's exactly what you want to see. Buckholz. So here we've got, again, kind of a bend but not break so far defense here by the Turks.
2:45 left to go.
Granite Falls obviously looking just to get on the board, get into...
I believe have two timeouts left.
Yes. And Granite Falls just want to get on the board to go into halftime and cut this lead in half, and then regroup and see what the second half brings. But this is still anybody's game, Brian. This is a very close game. 2 scores. It is not an insurmountable lead for anybody.
Yeah, that's going to be a legal procedure. That's why they stopped the play.
And we want to recognize again, TurkPride.tv is the brainchild of one Diamond Dave Moon, producer extraordinaire, and you know, just the quality of the product that we're putting out now compared to what it was 5 years ago.
Or
is
just
amazing.
Well, every year.
Night and
this
day.
is HD. We're in HD.
I know, it's just amazing.
We got a fantastic laptop that I want at home to play video games on to now do this, and it's incredible. And
now that's school property. As a prospective board member, you know, you be careful, Brian. You don't want to say something like that now.
Well, I just said I liked
Oh,
it.
yeah, okay, right. There you go.
Good.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Quarterback throws, and almost interception, but broken up. So 4th, and I would imagine that the Tigers are going to go for it here because again, you're kind of in that no man's land. Too close to punt, too far to kick, and you're down by 2 scores.
Too far away for field goal, or too close to punt. You know, just got.
Yep. Yes, it is.
You remember a punter by the name of Tom Tupa that used to kick for the Seahawks?
Yes, I do. Played for New England, I believe, before played for the Seahawks, if I remember correctly.
Now, I went to school with Johnny Hecker. No, I didn't go to school. He went to the school I went to later on. And I'm friends with him on Facebook.
4th down here, Brian. Across the middle, complete.
Nice catch.
Oh, that is a big conversion on 4th down. That is a huge play for the Tigers.
That extends the drive. That was a nice throw and catch.
It does. Caught it in traffic.
I told Johnny Hecker when the Seahawks were going to go down and play, or I told John Ryan when they went down to play Johnny Hecker and the Rams, I said, I hope you have the busiest day of your career, Mr. Hecker.
There you go. All right. 1st down for the Tigers. And misdirection. Buckholz struggling. Bumping forward for about 3 yards. Nope, just 1 yard looks like.
1:40 to go. Time is running down.
Time is running down. I don't think Granite Falls is using this announce yet. Just with that being said, is they home? Nope. That was official. Three receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Empty backfield.
Turks do not have a deep safety.
Well, 2 to the right. Excuse me. We've got 5 wide receivers.
That is not good to not have it.
Oh, he's way overthrown. Oh, Turner almost had it. I'm not sure if the receiver ran the wrong route or whether the quarterback just really overthrew that ball.
So
but the Tiger had no chance.
Turks do not have a deep safety.
Correct.
Expect them to go down the middle on this pass. If we line up the same, see, once again,
1:11 remaining.
This is cover 0. And when Russell Wilson sees this, he throws the ball over the top of the ball and it's a touchdown. And if that's what works for the Turks, hey, great.
Now you are correct, Brian. Nobody back deep.
It's going right over the middle. There it goes again.
Yep, overthrow. So the receivers have been open, but the quarterback has had difficulty in hitting those open receivers by and large tonight. Granite Falls has been more successful running the ball than they have been throwing.
We haven't had a lot of sacks, and we're missing some of our defensive players.
I don't think the Turks have had a sack yet.
But they've been able to get pressure, and they've been able to get enough pressure
to make them, to keep them on their toes from that standpoint. So, okay, Tigers, pump fake. Oh, hit him, hit his arm just as he was released. That's an incomplete pass. And turnover on down. So we had just Tony M from Granite Falls, if I'm reading that correct. And proud dad of a Tiger player, and unfortunately had to miss because he is working for the fire department. So first of all, as a first responder, my son's a first responder, we thank you for the work that you do and keeping all of us safe. And we're glad that you can enjoy this feed and be here at least to see the game, even though you can't be here in person.
Yeah, Tony, welcome to the broadcast.
You bet. Now, I'll apologize in advance for my colleague, Mr. Atkinson, here. At times becomes a little bit of a homer at times. But you know, he's a pretty lovable guy, actually. You know, once you take that into account. Hayfully.
He's still on his feet.
Oh.
That stops the clock momentarily. Turk should still have 2.
Oh, just made the first down.
Yeah. Stops the clock for just a moment while they reset the chains.
Reset. And so it looks like Brian Turk's going to go in up 14-0 here. And it's a good place to be in what has been a very hard-fought, pretty evenly matched game here in the first half.
You're welcome, Tony. Tony, it's really hard for us to learn. We both work full-time.
Hayfully always hit, and the Granite Falls player makes an interception, and so Granite Falls is going to get one more chance with 32 seconds remaining.
It is hard to learn the other players and names. We don't have spotters.
Number 28, Garrett Brown for the Tigers on that interception.
We will try to do better for you.
And that was number 28, Garrett Brown for the Tigers on a nice interception. Hayfully was hit as he let go of the ball and got underneath that. And the Tigers are going to get another chance with 32 seconds.
32 seconds to go.
32 seconds remaining here in the first half. Right at the midfield stripe, Tigers will take over 1st and 10. And, incomplete. So the quarterback again, number 8, Landrum for the Tigers. This hasn't seemed to gotten in rhythm tonight, Brian.
In the first quarter, he was more on, but his passes were of the shorter variety, more screens in there.
Right.
As he gets into the mid-range, or the long range,
he's struggled a little bit. He just hasn't found his rhythm. I mean, he's had some receivers that are open. He's overthrown them, underthrown them. He just hasn't gotten in sync yet with his wide receivers, and I'm sure they'll talk about that at halftime. Snap, pitch. Oh, nice tackle by the Turks. Who holds with the runner for the Tigers? Alex Perigo, number 3, comes up from his cornerback slot.
Andrew Buckets just got it.
Yeah, that was a nice tackle. Timeout Tigers with 19 seconds remaining here in the first half. Granite Falls trails the hometown Turks 14-0. Tony, we appreciate your comments here on our YouTube feed, TurkPride.tv. Again, TurkPride.tv, your home for all things Sultan Athletics. Yes, my colleague, Mr. Atkinson, is a candidate. Now, I'm not going to give you too much of a forum, really, because that would be unfair, but he is on the ballot. Like I said, I opened up my mail the other day, and by golly, your name was on a white piece of paper that I opened up in some security envelope, right? So we wish you well as the election's upon us here pretty soon. Coming up pretty soon. Got to get those ballots in the mail.
Ballots are in people's hands.
Mine is sitting on my desk waiting to be filled out at home. So it is. I get it filled out and get it in the mail. And wish you good luck there in your campaign, Brian.
Have you seen my sign?
I did. I started seeing those pop up recently. We got signs for everything: county council, city council, school board.
It's just in a sea of signs. It's all
and passes up and overthrown. The intended receiver was number 45, Ryan Dennis, on that play.
Everybody out there, it is election time. Make sure you guys exercise your right to vote. Vote your conscience.
Just vote. It's so important.
Make sure you look at the issues before you. Don't just listen to my word or anybody else's word. Look at the different things and make educated decisions.
Back to pass over the middle, attended again for number 45, incomplete, Ryan Dennis. And turnover. So we've quite a few turnovers on downs for both teams.
And we still have 9 seconds. We have a chance to throw it to
9 seconds.
ET in the corner, right?
That's. There we go. Or do you just take a knee here? I think you just take a knee. I think you take a knee and you go in up 14-0 and feel good about the half that you put together and see if you can string it together. Because I know the Tigers are going to talk about things and try to regroup and come out here in the second half. And we still got a whale of a game ahead of us.
They have the trophy. They have the black and blue trophy. They don't want to give it up.
No. You know, they worked hard. Like I said, they went through a pretty long dry spell there where the Turks kind of had a stranglehold on that thing, and they got it back, and they don't want to give it away without a fight. And Hafley.
Yeah, they're going to do it. They're going to do the halfback pass.
Oh, yep. There they go. Hit as he throws, and incomplete. 2 seconds.
2 seconds left.
Pass is incomplete. It'll rank out
They pretty much had that one figured out that time. So ball's incomplete, well covered by the Tigers. And Turks going to get one more chance. And then we will make it to halftime. So it was a very quick first quarter. The second quarter has slowed down. More passes.
More passing.
More passing, more incomplete passing, which obviously has stopped the clock repeatedly. And we find ourselves here at 8:11 p.m. here on TurkPride.tv. But what a beautiful night for a football game. Wow, it was just gorgeous today. It's supposed to be a beautiful weekend. This is Friday Night Lights. It doesn't get any better than this. My phone says I'm in Everett right now. I don't think that's correct. I'm not in Everett. Sultan. All right, Hafley back to pass. Abates some pressure, and that'll do it. All right, and the clock shows double zeros, which means we're at halftime with a score. The Hometown Turks 14, the visiting Granite Ball Tigers nothing.
We're going to go pay some bills.
We are.
We are going to go pay some bills, and we will be back here in about 15 minutes. Shout out to Ryan Fox down in San Francisco, who finally got his air conditioner in his apartment down there.
It was like 100 degrees last time
he was on there, so big shout out to Ryan Fox, former Sultan alumnus.
You bet, Ryan. Glad you're joining us here on the broadcast.
Musical prodigy from the Sultan School District.
Yeah. So yeah, we're going to pay some bills, take a little break, enjoy. I think we're going to stay with the beat in the Sultan High School Marching Band, award-winning Sultan High School Marching Band, under the direction of Miss Jill Sumter.
We will. We're stay with the.
We're going to let them have some quality entertainment and get a break from us. How does that sound?
Absolutely. So here's from us, here's the Sultan Turk High School Marching Band.
Enjoy.
our senior cheer parents down by the gate, please. Senior cheer parents. Senior cheerleaders we want to recognize at this time.
He was flamboyant, and then he was just like.
Our first senior is Cody Munn, his parents Shannon and James. Other activities include band, varsity choir, drama, jazz band, marching band, solo ensemble, world's greatest TA, and soccer. Future plans after graduation: go be amazing, then attend Central Washington University to become a better music teacher than Mrs. Sumter. Favorite cheer memory: when Aranza and Dylan put me in a prep while we were decorating the commons. Advice to those you leave behind: get involved, get out of your comfort zone, and avoid drama. Cody Munn. Our next senior is Jonathan Quevedo Torres. Parents Jesus and Avila. Other activities include cheer and soccer. Future plans after graduation are work at Boeing, get a fast car, and have a family. Favorite cheer memory: spending every moment with my team. Advice to those you leave behind: work hard, play hard, and your dreams follow. Jonathan Quevedo Torres. Next senior is Jordan McGahee. Parents of Tina and Jack. Other activities include the art club. Future plans after graduation: go to Everett Community College for 2 years, transfer to Eastern for business. Favorite cheer memory: finally being able to stand in a prep. Advice to those you leave behind: do your homework and don't miss Mr. Rudd's class. Jordan McGahee. Our last senior is Alyssa Nolette. Parents Tammy and Jeff. Other activities at SHS include cheer, NHS, marching band, fall and spring, link crew, and varsity choir. Future plans after graduation: possibly go to Central or Western for a teaching degree or become a baker and pastry chef. Favorite cheer memory: when coach never gave up on me since my first year and got me impressing myself. Advice to those you leave behind: there's always going to be someone who's better than you. There's always going to be some challenge that seems impossible to overcome. You're just going to have to decide if you're going to let it bring you down or make you work harder. Alyssa Nolette. And how about a hand for our senior cheerleaders?
Maybe I'll make
hey, we're up to 6 thumbs up and only 1 thumbs down. That's good.
Well,
We're getting better.
Yeah. It's,
We've got 25 loyal listeners here.
well, we're at 26 loyal listeners.
Oh,
now.
26.
And you know, our on-demand numbers are in the hundreds.
There you go.
So we're doing real well.
Now, how does that compare to your Twitter followers, Brian? Is that about what you got?
No, let me. You know,
let's get an update. We haven't heard from you on an update.
We
on
haven't
your
given
Twitter followers.
My Twitter has actually died down quite a bit. For a while there, it was just really going good. But
are you tweeting pretty regularly? Or?
No, you know, I have to tweet. I'm at 148 followers.
There you go.
But that changes from day to day. If you guys want to send me a tweet, it's at Coach Brian.
At Coach Brian. All right, so let's kind of take a quick recap of the first half. Eric Turner makes that big interception with the return. Turks about 3 plays later plunge it in for a score. Go up 7-0. Granite Falls had a couple of opportunities to get in the end zone, and the Turks were able to turn them back. And the Turks were able to add another one to it, and that takes us where we are right now at 14-0 here heading into the third period.
Well, and turnovers have been the story of the game for Granite Falls.
With a rooting interest in the Monroe game, they are trailing at halftime 21-6 to Lake Stevens.
21-6. Lake Stevens over Monroe at halftime. I just got that update. That's all along to you. You were saying, Brian?
Well, I was talking about turnovers, and you know, I always say every week I say the same thing. The games are decided in the third quarter. Whoever wins the turnover battle usually wins the game.
Now, you said last time we were together, you said that when the other team went out and scored a touchdown.
Yeah, I know. So I'm not going to.
against Cascade 11.
I can't get anything past you. Every time I'm wrong, which is almost every time.
No. But you're right. I mean, I think this game, even though the Turks enjoy a 14-0 lead, I'm not real comfortable here at this point. There's a lot of football left to go.
Well, we get the ball to start the half. And I'm still going off of games are decided in the third, close games are decided in the third quarter. This is a 2-score game. It's a close game.
It's still a very close game. Yes.
If you think of it as
2 scores could go very, very quickly.
And you've got to hold on to the football, and you've got to continue to move the ball. Okay.
And you got to score more points than the other team, right, to win.
But
I was giving that, right?
like I said, the Turks are without some of their players tonight. Some of their high-performing players. Hopefully, maybe they'll get into the game here in the second half and be able to make a difference. Okay.
Or they'll be here next week for the playoffs.
Hopefully, they'll be back for the playoffs.
Yes, for those of you that didn't hear, the Turks, regardless of the outcome of tonight's game, win, lose, draw, not zero.
You do.
Ties. It's rare. It's a rare occasion, but it can happen.
We were in a 3-way. When I played for Bothell, and we were in a 3-way tie for the last playoff position. And we had some kind of a round robin with Interlake and Redmond, and the top 2 teams got to go. So we played Porter or Kansas City playoff kind of thing.
Right.
Both team got the ball, sees who scores, who wins, goes, and we ended up on the losing end of that, and Redmond and Interlake got to go on to the playoffs.
And was that back when you were wearing leather helmets, or did you not have helmets at that point in time?
I had a helmet on just like those kids do down here.
I thought.
I played for the same high school as Johnny Hecker.
I just thought maybe you were playing back in the Newt Rockney days or something there, Brian.
I'm not as old as you.
I never said anything about that. Yeah.
But
all right, so for those of you, actually it doesn't show up really. It shows up a little bit on the feed there. We're getting a fog, kind of, a low-lying fog's kind of descending on the field here. Kind of adds to the whole Halloween kind of vibe, doesn't it? Getting Halloween next Tuesday. Back
in 2006, in November, I was sitting in the stands when Bothell High School was playing Pasco High School, and the game ended up going 9 overtimes.
Oh, my
It's a
goodness.
national record, 9 overtimes. And Bothell ended up winning the game on the in the 9th overtime because you had to go for 2. And I was sitting in the stands, and my wife would ask me questions about what was going to happen next and or on penalties. And I ended up having 15, 20 people around me that every time something changed, what are they going to do now? What's the call now? What's the penalty on the field, or how do they do this? And they ended up explaining the rules to all these people that were sitting around me. And some lady said, you know, you should just be on the air.
There you go. See, that was the genesis.
Yeah,
That was the genesis that brought us to tonight.
Windmill espresso kickoff. Here it comes. Turk's getting the ball.
In the fog. They're kicking the Turks in the fog right now. And it bounces. And bounces and bounces. And, oh, better pick it up quick. Ooh, that was close. Just got possession of it and tackled immediately there. So the Turks will start deep in their own end at about the 15-yard line.
Turks will have the ball 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
So I think we're going to see more of the same. We're going to see Brayton Hayfley with
he had a nice
keepers.
first half. He had a nice first half.
He
Throwing
played.
the ball,
This is the
running
best.
ball.
This is the best. That was the best first half of football I've seen him play.
He has really developed and grown again. He's just a sophomore. Going to have so 2 more years here to lead the Turks. So the future is bright at the quarterback position
I think
for the
he
next
needs
2
to
years.
The future is bright. You need to wear shades.
Future's so bright and Admiral Shoes. Tim Buck 3. There you go.
And they had that scouted. They had that scouted out, and they knew exactly what was going to happen.
I'm feeling they're going to get a little bit more pressure on the run, and then Hayfley might have a little harder time making hay than they did in the first half. So nice tackle there by the Tigers. And again, we do want to thank all of our YouTube viewers that are here. We hope that you enjoyed the new HD feed. I mean, the picture we're looking at YouTube right now, it looks fantastic.
Yeah,
So,
that's the best.
yeah.
That's the best we've seen it.
Oh yeah, it's just fantastic. So we hope you're enjoying that and enjoying the action just as much as we're enjoying bringing it to you here on TurkPride.tv, your home for all things Sultan Athletic.
I'm going to throw it into the flat.
Handoff. Breaks the tackle. Still on his feet.
Oh,
Close
Isaiah
to
Phillips.
First down.
Phillips on that carry. Good for 14 yards.
Looks like a first down. There you go. A nice run by Phillips.
Now if Phillips can get going, you've got Phillips and you've got Perigo and you've got Hayfley. Now you've got to cover 3 guys. 3 guys there that you have to look at. Just love the way Isaiah runs the ball. He's a north-south, one-cut kind of guy.
Yes,
There he goes again.
There he goes again.
And that'll if we can continue to run the ball and keep the ball on the ground and get first downs.
And not look to the team score any points.
Yeah.
We
Let me
might
finish.
win. We might.
Let me finish there.
Sorry, I got ahead of myself.
Yeah. With this 2-score lead, you shorten the game. And what I mean by shorten the game is if the clock continues to run, because the clock stops on passes, but not on runs.
There you go. Brian, I just happened to jump on to Max Preps and take a look at the game that's going on up north of us, being Nooksack Valley and Linden Christian. The winner of which would be our opponent. Very close game, halftime. Nooksack 21, Linden Christian 17.
Wow.
So again, we'll keep an eye on that because again, the winner of that game will be the opponent here at Sultan High School next Friday, taking on the Turks. Looks like halftime again, 21-17 Nooksack.
Good. The Turks got out of their hole there.
Yeah, get a little bit of breathing room. It opens up the offense a little bit. Can be a little bit more aggressive. Hayfley, handoff to Perigo. Perigo breaks the tackle, stringing it out.
Able to pick up about 4 yards and a first down.
3 yards and a Turk first down.
And Sultan Turk, first down. First down.
All right, and again, for those of you just joining us,
The game at Linden Christian at the half. Nooksack Valley is up 21-17.
Well, we can't hand the ball to Isaiah Phillips right now because he's not in the game.
That would be hard. That would be really hard.
I still want to see him throw the ball in the flat a couple times. Just to keep him honest.
Apely drops deep, back to pass, over the middle. Bands a man open.
Oh!
Caught by Eric Turner.
E.T. phoned home.
Nice catch by Turner. And he's had a great game so far, both offensive and defensive side of the ball.
Yeah, he's been the complete package for the Turks tonight.
Yes, he has.
Senior captain laying it all out on the line on senior night.
Senior
at home
night, yep.
in the Black and Blue Bowl.
Yeah,
the stage doesn't get much bigger than that.
No, it really doesn't. So again, like you said, as you touched on, senior night, Black and Blue Bowl, this historical rivalry between Granite Falls and Sultan, and Pink Out tonight too. Breast Cancer Awareness Recognition Month on October. Oh, that's going to be an offside. False start.
That must have been a running play. He was trying.
Yeah, he was
trying to get out there and challenge and
trying to get that jump.
I don't see Mr. Deason do that very often. That was one of the Deason boys.
All right.
In the pistol, Perigo behind him. Perigo goes good for about 5 yards.
And again, that update on that Nooksack Valley Linden Christian game just started the third quarter. Nooksack is kicking off to Linden Christian again the third period, and they're leading 21-17. So again, we'll keep an eye on that, because the winner of that game will be the opponent for the Turks next Friday night, a week from tonight, here at Sultan High School. And I've been here in the Valley since '07. It's been about that long since I've seen a home playoff game. I think,
Yeah, I haven't seen a home playoff. We've had crossover games.
That's what I.
But we haven't hosted a home playoff game in a long time.
Hayfully, nice, breaks a couple tackles.
Oh!
If he'd have broke that one, he'd had a chance to go all the way.
Well, he would definitely was able to make it there.
Yeah. But both of these teams, Granite Falls is going to end up in second in the Cascade Conference, the 2A. Obviously, Archbishop Murphy's going to have the #1 seed, but Granite Falls is going to be, they'll be traveling. They'll be in a way, they'll go up north, I would imagine, to play one of the team that's #1 up in the North Conference. Granite Falls will play them next week. So we wish the Tigers good luck in their playoff game next Friday night.
And we'll be here.
And we will be here.
Here on TurkPride.tv.
Yes, we will.
That didn't go too.
Yeah, that didn't work so well. That didn't work so well. All right. As we look across the field, too, again, I was down the stands, good-sized crowd here tonight, and as we look across, Granite Falls brought a good-sized contingent of fans to support their team as well. So,
yeah, they're all standing up along the fence across the way there.
It's good to see people out supporting their kids and their communities.
And we have some of them here up in the stands with us in the visitor section here.
But this is what the beauty of high school football is all about. It's communities coming together, supporting the kids, supporting their communities, and good spirited rivalry. Hayfully, he's under pressure. He kind of flicks it forward to Perigo, and it got a little something out of it.
Back to the original line of scrimmage.
Turned what would have been a 5-yard loss into a short game.
Well, we're in that tweener territory.
It's a tweener.
It's a tweener.
It's the tweenerville.
A little too close to punt, but not too far out to kick a field goal.
Perfect. We got a clarification. 02 was the last time one of our viewers chimed in, so it's been a long time. 15 plus years. Hayfully rolling. Caught. But I think that's an incomplete. Yeah, incomplete
it's
pass.
It's going to be incomplete.
Yep. Yeah, Rivas got hit hard, and he's still down. He's going to get up. I think he's more than hurt and just upset himself that he couldn't hang on to that. But he got hit just as he got to that ball. Was unable to take a step with possession. The ball popped loose, so it's an incomplete pass. Good call.
Well, this is a spot maybe with a 2-score lead that you want to pooch kick it into the corner and get him.
Really a big advocate of that, Richard. You mentioned that several times.
I am a big advocate. But you know, we've shown that we can complete those 10-yard passes.
Well,
and that's going to help us.
So Brian, here we go. Now we have a trivia question for you. We'll be playing either Nooksack Valley or Linden Christian next week. What are the mascot names for both Nooksack Valley and Linden Christian?
Well, Linden Christian is the Lynx.
The Lynx, very good.
And the Nooksack Valley is, I want to say chain. It's a logging. It's a logging thing, isn't it? I can't remember.
Pioneers, the Pioneers, the Nooksack Valley Pioneers.
Oh, it's going to be a hold in the backfield.
And the Lynx spelled their name L-Y-N-C-S, not L-Y-N-X.
Not like the old Lincoln Lynx out of the Seattle.
Yes, not like the animal, the Lynx, L-Y-N-X, but L-Y-N-C-S.
Unless the penalty gives us enough yards. Chop block against the Turks.
Yep, and that's going to be declined. It's going to go the other direction. They'll change sides, offense swap to defense, and vice versa. And we'll go the other direction with Granite Falls Tigers getting their first crack at it here in the second half.
Granite Falls will take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Turks did a good job of eating some of that clock here in the first. This is the first possession for the Granite Falls here in the third quarter.
Yeah,
they did a really good job of eating up some of that clock.
Yeah, about half of this period is now over. A little over half is done. So Turks just need to play some good defense, keep burning that clock up, and see what happens here. Hand off to Buckles.
Lundgren hands the ball to Buckles.
Last carry, good for 3 yards. William Bennett in on that last tackle.
2nd and 8 for Granite Falls.
Yeah. They're going to go to that seam. They're going to go into the seam again. The seam is right down. The seam is where it's in the middle of the field.
And off. Buckles again. Oh, he breaks through that time. Breaks another tackle, gets into the secondary, and stopped at, yeah, getting close to the 40. Depends on the spot, but that's about a 25-yard run for the Tigers. So the best offensive play that they've had in some time.
I think that's the most yardage they've had.
I think that's their biggest gain.
That's a big explosive play that they had there.
They've been chipping away at it, finally broke through in the second tier and made some good yardage. He runs through the hard runner.
And they're probably going to run the ball again. And that's one of the things with this cover zero that the Turks are running is that once you get to that second layer, there's no third layer.
No, there's no help. You got it's you or nobody else left.
Quarterback keeper.
And plunges forward for a gain of about 6.
And remember, in the first quarter, they were averaging 6 or 7 yards a carry.
Right.
Or,
that first drive, they were really
play.
chunking it up. Yeah.
So if they're able to get back to that, the Turks are going to have to get some stops here and keep them, limit them to 2 or 3 yards to get them in those longer distances.
Clock continues to run. We're under 4 minutes now remaining in the third period.
With a nice tackle there. Game 3.
Keeper by the quarterback, number 8, Landrum. And we're going to have third and 2 here. Now, is this a big play, Brian?
No.
No, not big.
It's huge.
This is huge.
It's huge.
Tigers obviously want to keep this drive alive and see if they can punch something in and get on the board. Keeper, he's going to be, was short on the original, but then he made it with the second effort.
Yeah.
Yeah, if they could have held him on that first.
Well, they
first
defended.
charge.
They defended it right. It's just the effort put in afterwards by Landry.
Yeah, Landrum broke tackle and was able to fall forward enough for the first down. So it keeps the drive alive for the Tigers, and they now have 1st and 10 at the Turks' 30-yard line.
And I think one of the things that they really did a lot of passing in the first half, and were not very successful.
No.
I think they're going to try to stay on the ground here.
Yeah, Landrum really just didn't get
And
in
now
the
watch,
rhythm.
they're probably going to throw on this program after I say that. But
Quarterback keeper help pitch.
the ball was in the air and picked up.
That was Buckles got a nice bounce where it came right back up to him.
Levi Bates.
But that could have been disastrous
There to
for the
pick
Tigers.
that up. Big second down, second and 8 coming up. They're not huddling up anymore. They're overthrown.
So Landrum continues to struggle. And took a pretty good shot. He comes up limping a little bit.
Black Sierra pickup, license plate B51718P, that needs to be moved. It's blocking. A Black Sierra pickup.
All right. 3rd and 9. 8.5. 8. I guess we'll call it about 3rd and 8. Landrum over the middle, and he completes that one.
Oh, wait, I think, he caught it.
Yes, he did. He completes that one, and in stride. Yeah, Ryan Dennis, big number 45, 6'2", 175-pound wide receiver, down to the 3-yard line.
The receiver really went after the ball.
He did. He did. It was.
It looked initially that it was overthrown, and he made a great catch on it.
Yeah, he did. He really caught up to it, stretched out, made that catch. If he'd have thrown it to him in stride, I think he would have made it in, but he had to extend to catch that ball. Hand off up the middle, and no signal yet. Nope.
With a 2-yard run for the Tigers. Brings up
Who holds?
2nd and goal at the 1.
2nd and goal from the 1.
These next 2 plays,
They're huge.
thanks.
Are they big or are they huge?
They're big.
They're big. Okay.
They're big.
They're really big.
The Turks currently have a 2-score lead, 2-touchdown lead.
That's in danger right here as the Tigers are knocking at the door. Landrum over and touchdown. Granite Falls.
Touchdown, Granite Falls, number 89 with the reception.
Catch by number 89. And unfortunately, we apologize. We do not have on our roster the name for player 89. But nice catch by that young man. And the Tigers are on the board.
Yeah.
Tigers are on the board. PAT upcoming.
It'd be nice for the Turks to block this.
Hey, this is big play right here. Oh, they're going for 2, Brian.
Oh, wow. They're going to go for 2 in this situation.
Go for 2. Pitch. No.
Ball's on the ground.
Ball's on the ground. He picks it up again, but nope. No good.
So they wanted to make it into another touchdown to be able to win the game there.
And again, you still have that opportunity to do a 2-point conversion if you score again. So, it's not really, you might say, oh my gosh, now, the Turks are going to win because they're up by 8. They can still score and do another 2-point.
The Turks will not win this game unless they score another time before this game is over.
Is that your prediction?
Yeah, that's my prediction.
That's the prediction.
Okay.
Write it down. At 51 seconds remaining in the 3rd quarter, Coach Bryan says that the Turks need to score 1 more. So that tells me you're thinking that Granite Falls has got another score in.
Yeah, I'm
All right. Well, we'll see how that all plays out. So don't you go anywhere. Hope you're enjoying this here on TurkPride.tv, your home for all things Sultan Athletics.
I play a lot of Madden football, and that always happens to me. If I don't have the 2-score lead going in the last 3 minutes, I lose.
We've got an update on the Nooksack Valley Linden Christian score. The Pioneers scored again. They go up 28-17 in the third period. So again, we're keeping our eye on that. The winner of that game, which appears to be a good close fought contest, just like the one we're having here, will be the opponent for the Turks. Next Friday night, 1 week from tonight here at Sultan High School. First time since 2002, 15 years ago, that we've hosted a home playoff. Playoffs! And Turner
picks it up.
Oh, we got a penalty flag.
That's coming back.
Yeah, it's Turks.
A returner on the return. There is a penalty on the play.
Oh, now my phone says I'm in Sultan again. That's good. I was in Everett for it. No, now I'm back in Everett again. I think the fog's messing the GPS up. That's not where I'm at.
We've got 45 seconds left to go here in this third quarter. The Turks need to methodically go down the field, take the time off the clock, and score at least 3 points here. And I think they can win. 3
points would be, I think, almost as good as a touchdown here because, again, it's going to force it to be a two-score game. And with the amount of time that's remaining and how this game has been progressing relatively rapidly, between running the ball and incomplete passes, things have been moving along fairly quickly, actually. More emphasis on the run here in the second game. Oh, dropped, recovered, and dropped.
A little late hit there.
Tackled by a host of Tigers.
Safely tackled for a loss of 1. It'll bring up second and 11.
That's not the way we wanted to start off that game.
Lions and Tigers and Bears, oh my, all right?
Lions and Tigers and Bears, oh
or just Tigers, oh my.
in the NFL, they're called Bengals.
Yes, exactly.
You got the Lions, the Bears, and the Bengals.
And they're all right in,
they're all right in proximity.
They're all right in the Midwest.
Missouri is the land of ours, definitely. Well, we live in the Emerald City. We live by the Emerald City. Yeah. What kind of play do you got up your sleeve here? That's the end of the third quarter.
All right, we'll change sides. 14-6, end of 3, going to the fourth period, Brian.
Well, the good thing is that if the Turks don't score here, they have to go down and have to get a touchdown and get the 2-point conversion to tie.
Correct.
Okay. Turks play good enough defense. If it comes down to that, I really think the Turks are going to be able to stop the 2-point conversion. Unless they throw a ball into the corner as well as that ball was well thrown by London on that touchdown.
Yeah, it was. The Turks obviously stepped up big on the first attempt, 2-point attempt there at the score that they did make and fought that back. But again, I can see from Granite Falls' perspective, really it's not a lose situation for them because they can attempt the 2-pointer. If they don't get it, they still get an opportunity to try a 2-point conversion should they score again and tie this thing up. All right, teams are switching sides, get back out to the field. And again, Nooksack Valley up 28-17 in the third. 5 minutes to go. Just under 5 minutes to go. 28-17, Nooksack. All right. Switching sides. Oh, we got the production. Are we all right, guys?
Keeps it. No gain on the play.
No gain on the play.
All right, Brian, our YouTube feed's going to blow up here pretty soon, I have a feeling. thank all of you that have tuned in. All 28. Are we going to hit 30? Oh, now we're 27. 30 is the goal for tonight, Brian.
Third down play coming up, 3rd and 11.
Perigo is at the quarterback right now. Oh, almost intercepted. And now you got a punt.
That'll be the first punt of the night.
Yes, it will.
The first punt for Sultan. Granite Falls punted. And
tried to punt, and then they got bobbled. The snap got muffed and turned into a play for the Turks. But you're correct. This is the first punt attempt for Turks tonight.
Now, for those of you just now turning in, you've got a really good 4th quarter coming up.
We hit 30. We're at 30. There we go. We made it. Tell your friends, tell your neighbors. And nice punt there. Fair catch at the 49-yard line.
Good hang time on that.
It was a nice punt. Phoenix McGuire, nice punt there. He gets, but the Tigers will get it with good field position at the mid strike position. 1st and 10. So right here, Brian, I'm about to this is a drive. Could be a telling drive right here.
Right here, you have to give it a little up and get lots of pressure on the quarterback.
Yeah, this Granite Falls is going to start excellent field position here. They've got a little bit of momentum. They scored the last touchdown. So let's see what they're able to do here. Turks are going to have to step up and play tough and not give up another score. Landrum straight ahead.
Now we're in the 4th quarter. This is where conditioning comes in.
It does.
And how the game has played out. Both teams have pretty much had the same amount of time of possession.
Of course, I will say, with the cooler temperatures, it does help with the conditioning. It's not like at the beginning of the season where it's still hot and you're more fatigued. The cool temperatures does help, but you're right. You're getting tired and worn down at this point in the game. Landrum, back pass. Oh, just overthrows. If he'd have hit him in stride, that would have been a big play. That was number 45, Ryan Dennis, the intended receiver.
Zane Saylor on the defense there. Freshman cornerback for the Turks. They're going to throw this again, and they're going to go right back to that same well that they just went to.
Until they can make that completion. Oh!
Through his hands.
Oh, ever so close. And we got a penalty flag. And it's... Ouch, that's a 15-yarder there, Brian. You don't want that.
I didn't see
let's see
what
on
they
that.
did.
Can we go back on that feed and see what that was, Brian?
Yeah, it's going to show us the play here in just a second. We're watching our delayed feed here.
Yeah, you just can't tell from the camera. Wasn't focused on that part of the field.
No, it happened.
He was up. McGuire looks like he had pressure. That's him right there.
It's going to be late.
He had pressure up on the quarterback. Something like that. Yeah, McGuire was providing pressure on the quarterback. He was out of the frame, but we saw him kind of walking
big
back.
Because it's 15-yard. It's 15-yarder. Gets him the first down when we had him at 4th down.
So now Granite in getting close to the red zone at the 30-yard line of the Turks. They've got a first down and 10. That's big. That's a big.
Yeah,
big,
it was on 4th down.
Big
also.
Penalty. Yeah, big penalty right there. You just hate to give up things like that.
It wasn't the unsportsmanlike. I believe it was a late hit.
You just really don't want to give them opportunities like that.
Well, we're going to throw it again here.
Single step back. 4 wides. And you're right, back to pass, good protection across the middle, wide open. Oh, he was wide open and he just couldn't miss it. Again, Landrum's just having a hard time delivering the ball where it needs to be.
If we get the pressure on the quarterback, he's not as accurate. Now somebody's down on the ground.
Yeah, that's the intended receiver. I think he just hit the ground pretty hard there. He was stretched out trying to catch that ball that was a little underthrown. by Landrum and tried to make a tough play on that and just came up short.
That's why.
All right, we got other players taking knee. And speaking of someone that's getting attended to right now, Brandon Hafley, the quarterback for the Turks, we just noticed, Brian, is on the trainer's table here down on the sidelines. So we're hopeful that that's, they're checking him over, the staff. Randy Varnell, who's with the Sultan Turks sports medicine team, is down there kind of attending to him, and hopefully it's nothing serious.
Well, and that also means that.
All right, so 2nd and 10 for the Tigers. Handoff up the middle. Buckholz breaks a couple tackles, gain of about 8.
Yeah, pretty good.
So they're getting closer, Brian. They're knocking on the door. Knocking on the door.
So I don't know where she's looking, but it appears to be an upper body injury.
I'm not sure if she's checking for possible concussion or what. We really don't want to speculate, but she's staring and talking to him a lot. And again, he hasn't exhibited too much movement. He just seems to be resting, sitting upright there on the trainer's table. Landrum. Oh, and a nice catch there on the run by number 6.
Incomplete,
Carter
though.
Corbin.
The hit jarred it loose.
Oh, incomplete. Oh, I thought he caught it, but you were right.
He
right
did, but
section.
he didn't complete the process.
Yeah, Carter Corbin, number 6, was the intended receiver. Initially had possession, got knocked loose, and the ball falls incomplete. All right, so here we are, these 4th downs. He's going for it on 4th. Man, I've never seen a game where we've had so many plays on 4th down in my life. Landrum rolls, throws against his body. Oh, that was just not a good-looking pass.
It didn't have a chance from the moment it left his hands.
He was completely throwing.
It.
He was throwing, rolling to his left. He just didn't. And he's limping as well too. So I'm not sure whether he's got a little bit of a.
Well, he probably got hit pretty hard when they got that.
Yeah. It was rolling to his left, and as a righty, that's a really tough throw to make when you're rolling against your body that way.
Well,
but that's good news for the Turks because they get the ball back. And so Granite Falls starts out with great field position, threatens, but is turned away, and the Turks now have the ball.
Well, we got 9:35 left to go.
I think that's a 9. I think it's 9:39.
9:39.
We got some bulbs out there in the scoreboard, but I think it's 9:39.
Well, Isaiah Phillips.
Yeah, Phillips, nice run.
That's what you need, is a little here and a little there. Who's playing quarterback for the Turks now?
Perigo, I
Alex
believe.
Perigo, senior.
Perigo. Oh, Turner's.
Eric Turner's
correction, Eric Turner's in their quarterback. Because again, Brandon Hafley, they're continuing to attend to on the sidelines as he sits rather quietly on the trainer's table.
Well, it is once again our $1 million man, Eric Turner, out there making things happen. No, he's not. He's not a quarterback right now.
Yeah, we've got
Alex Perigo's back at quarterback.
Perigo's up there now. But we got a fog that's definitely kind of rolling in right now and is enveloping the field. Handoff.
Phillips again.
Phillips. And push.
And he always gets yards after he's touched. Yards after contact.
Correct. We got another update, Brian, of the Nooksack Valley Nooksack Valley 35, Linden Christian 17. So it's looking more like the Pioneers are kind of starting to maybe salt that one away, and looking like it might be the Pioneers coming to Sultan next Friday night.
Well, they can just get in their covered wagons and take their time getting here.
It might take a while in a covered wagon to make it from Nooksack to Sultan. Right?
Perigo. Oh, he's got the first
down.
Turk, first down.
That's right. Keeps the clock running. is just as important as scoring points right now as keeping that clock running.
Yeah, absolutely. Clock stops while they move the chains on the whistle. Yeah, they need to get a steady dose. They need to get a steady dose of Isaiah Phillips and then fake it to Phillips and have Perigo run a boot. Read option, basically.
I think you're going to get a lot. I would be surprised to see them throw the ball much here. Again, with the lead, with time on their side, there's no reason to throw an incomplete pass or, heaven forbid, an interception at this point. Keep the clock running. Try to keep eating up those first downs.
Snap.
There you go. Phillips again. Oh, ball stripped loose. Oh, and a turnover. Granite Falls jumps on it. So, big turnover. I saw him. He got spun around. The ball got ripped out. It popped out, and the Tigers fall on it. So the Tigers are going to get.
Turnovers. Yeah,
lots of turnovers tonight. So here we are. Granite Falls getting the ball back almost in the identical spot that they had at the start of their last drive. And let's see what happens.
They need to just suck it up like they did the last time. But our Braden Hafley being out, he's also one of our top defenders.
Correct. That's big.
In the secondary.
That's big, not only, like you said, from both sides of the ball, from the offensive side and the defensive side. Keeper to the right, Landrum breaks a tackle, dives forward for a gain of about 8 or 9 yards. It's a nice pickup. Be a second short.
We are 7 minutes from free extra football. If they go down and score and tie it, we're going to go into extra. We're going to have a Kansas City style playoff.
We haven't had. I have not been part of a broadcast where we've gone into overtime.
Oh my
here.
goodness!
I don't believe so.
I don't want to do this. Come on, Turk.
Oh, you don't want to put in extra time tonight? Buckholz breaks a couple tackles, still on his feet. He's got a low center of gravity. He really runs hard and difficult to tackle. I mean, Andrew Buckholz, he's only 5'7", 160 pounds, but he's very compact, runs low to the ground, and runs really hard. So, Brian, is there some rider in your contract that you get some sort of big bonus if we go into overtime or something like that?
Times my salary times 100% if we go into overtime, which is 0 times 100.
Wow. So you didn't. I mean, like I said, I'm amazed that we're able to actually upgrade to an HD feed with the amount of money that we're having to pay you in your contract.
You just
most
let
recent
that
contract.
Go. Yeah, 0 times 0 is 0.
You and Diamond Dave Moon in the protracted contract negotiations. Buckholz pounding, stumbling, bumbling, forward.
Bumbling. Well, it's definitely 4-down territory. They're going to go for it no matter what. They have to get a touchdown, so you're not going to see them go for a field goal at all.
This is probably their best. Again, with 6 minutes, you're running out of time, running out of opportunities. You got to do it here.
And now that Hafley's out of the game, our defense has been on the field longer. Mm-hmm. And like I said, this is when conditioning comes in.
All right, so we will keep an eye on that. Landrum back to pass over the middle. Oh, almost intercepted. Intended receiver was number 45, Ryan Dennis. Incomplete.
That's a nice pass breakup on that. They're going to have to go. They're going to go back to the well again on that. If I was them, I'd run the exact same play. I would.
All right, Dennis is he's a big target, 6'2", 175-pound senior. So he's a big target out there, but Landrum's just really had a hard time hitting his guys in stride in the right spots tonight.
And we're back in that cover 0 again. Which cover 0 is all man-to-man. There's nobody deep.
Yep. Landrum over the middle to Dennis again. Oh, the ball pops
out.
loose. Or is he down? It's either incomplete.
No, let's see what happens here.
That definitely seemed like a catch. I would say he either should have been down.
They called it complete, and he was down.
Complete and down, okay. Yeah, I wouldn't have. He took some steps. It was not an incomplete pass. It was either a fumble or he was down, and then the ball popped loose. And the call was that he was down and the ball popped loose.
Well, let's take a look here and see.
We'll watch this here on the delay because obviously you're seeing it just a little later than we are here live at Sultan High School.
I think he was down. I think he pulled the ball out of his
Hard to
arms.
say there from that angle. And Buckholz. 5 minutes and 22 seconds. Second and goal for the Tigers. So, ooh boy. Hang on, Brian. It's going to get good.
He's getting gooder
It's
around
getting
here.
gooder
He's
every
getting
minute. We said this from the get-go. This is going to be a good game. Two very evenly matched teams. And it's lived up to the hype. Definitely.
He's going to throw the ball over the middle here.
Oh, that's a touchdown.
Oh.
There you go.
And he threw the ball over the middle.
Now that was a nice catch because again, the ball was pretty low, but he got down. Catch made by number 25, Luis Hernandez, and
if they're probably going to run the same exact play again.
I would have a feeling they're going to go for two here, Brian. Wouldn't you think so?
I think so.
Since they were unsuccessful the prior time, they need a 2-point conversion here to tie this game up. So here we go. Hang on to your hats. It's good. Wow.
Got it.
Oh, boy.
Here we go.
Here we go. It's all tied up, baby.
So your starting quarterback's on the sideline.
That play starts to get bigger and bigger and bigger, you know, that all of a sudden Brandon Hayfley went out, and unfortunately we didn't really see the play that caused that. We just all of a sudden we saw Alex Perigo underneath center.
They've taken his helmet. They've taken his helmet.
Yeah,
away
and our
from
PA
him.
announcer Matt Keeler made us aware that you know that he's on the sidelines, and yes, he has not moved. He's sitting there quietly, watching the game. But again, they've taken his helmet away. He is not going to return tonight, and we hope that it's just nothing serious, and that we'll be able to see him next week as the Turks take on the winner of the Nooksack Valley Linden Christian
Well,
game.
you got to be preaching, hold the ball with two hands. You know, the one per, you know,
Turnovers.
Yeah, you got to hold on to the football, and if he had held on to that football, we would have still had the ball, and they wouldn't have had that opportunity to go down and tie the game.
Yep, that is correct. That fumble just looms large right now, and Granite Falls took advantage of that Isaiah Phillips fumble.
Well,
so what do you think? Do you got to kick it away here, Brian? Don't you? You're not going to try an onside kick?
No, you got to dig it. You got to dig as deep so that you got to play the field position battle here for Granite Falls.
I agree. You got to kick it deep, try to play defense, get the ball back, and let your offense score for you.
But the Turks
especially with Hayfley on the sidelines, is that you're going to have a backup quarterback and having to do it with your second tier. Well, there we go. That helps.
Well, Perigo was our quarterback for the last 2 years.
He was, and then Mr. Hayfley stepped in this year as a sophomore and got that starting nod.
And I think it's more of because what Alex Perigo brings as a back / receiver more than what it, you know. I mean, but Braden has grown into that position so much. So I definitely in this spot. Oh, what do you do here? Well, I think you pass on this down. I really do.
It'll be interesting to see if the Turks, how aggressive they are running.
Aiden Fleming.
Yep, Fleming.
It's not what we were looking for.
Yeah, loss of 2 years. Second 12 for the Turks. So Fleming loses 2 on his first attempt of the evening. We haven't called that young man's name yet.
Well, you know, you gotta have no choice here.
How things turn, Brian. How things turn.
It's a tale of two halves.
It
was the best of time. It was the worst of time.
Garrett Turner started things off with a bang for the Turks. Scored on their first drive of the game on that big interception.
Aiden Fleming is in the game.
Perigo back to pass. Yep, breaks free, breaks the tackle, and kind of gets it back to the original line of scrimmage. Little extracurricular. And
no
teammates,
flag.
yeah, they separate. Yeah, the Granite Falls players kind of take the advantage and say, we don't need that. Let's back off.
It was 2 years ago here on this same field that
It was number 44, Seth Harris.
Perigo got into it with the Granite Falls players as the game was ending.
Number 44, Seth Harris, got a little extracurricular there, but they got him separated before it got anything.
Unfortunately for the Turks, this is not this is not 4-down territory. It's not. And
No, you're still too deep in your own zone. You'd have to punt and play defense here. Perigo rolling, got some time, cross the field, interception.
tried to do too much.
Dennis, number 45, with the interception. He's running it back to the 25-yard line, so wow. So a 25-yard return on the interception by Dennis of Perigo, and that puts them right in the red zone, Brian, here. First down, just over 3 minutes remaining in the game with the all tied 14-14.
Well,
Brian, I notice you're standing now. You're nervous. I can tell.
Oh, yeah, I've been standing for the whole fourth. People at home, I've been standing for the whole fourth quarter here.
Yeah.
I just hashtag Turks first.
This one's lived up to the hype, Brian. This has been everything I thought it was going to be. It's going to come right down to the wire here in this game. Landrum, hand over to Buckholz.
But you cannot.
Going forward to about the 21 yard line.
Put your head down. You can't put your head down at this point. You need to go out and play defense and stop them here because they're not. Right now, they can't kick a field goal from where they're at.
Yep.
So, and they're not going to kick a field goal from there.
Well, the Turks have to stop them. I mean, it's only second down.
It's
so.
2nd and 7 coming up here, and you've got to stop them. And they're going to have. I'm running if I'm Granite, I'm running the ball here.
Well, Granite's
but they're probably going to throw, and they have been successful throwing the ball up the middle here in the last
in
part
this
of the game.
half. Their passing game has definitely improved. They struggled mightily in the first half. And there's a completion right there. That's to Dennis. And he definitely is the receiver of preference for Landrum, as he's had multiple opportunities tonight and has really started to convert here in this fourth quarter. So third and a long one.
It's definitely 4-down territory for him.
Oh yeah. And he's on his feet still.
I think he's gonna. He has enough to get the first.
Yeah,
down
it's going to depend on the spot, but I think he got a.
He got the spot on that, so it's going to be a first down.
Yeah, he broke the 15.
You got a minute 30. You got a minute 30 left to go. The clock is going. They only have time. They only have. They're moving the chains. They stopped the chains. Minute 25 to go. Do the Turks want to use their timeouts and save the clock? Absolutely not. You want to play defense to keep them out of the end zone.
Yeah, you don't want to waste
to go and play overtime
here. You're going to need them on offense.
But they're going to throw here.
No,
he's going to go up the middle.
Oh, he breaks free and he's in.
It's going to be the ball came out.
Oh, ball came out before. Did he break the plane first, or what's the call? It appears to be a fumble in the end zone.
Recovered by the Turks, or are they going to put him down at the 1? Yeah,
Sultan ball, wow.
You can't fumble it into the end zone. And that's what happened. So
wow,
the Turks
what a break. First and 20.
We're going.
Okay, so we got a minute remaining, minute 6, minute 8. Minute 8 remaining, wow. That could have saved the game right there.
Well, we're going to end up going to overtime, and the difference here is we have somebody that can kick an extra point, and they don't. But unfortunately, that person is on the sidelines.
Now, does that mean because you get this extra bonus that we'll have to stop broadcasting because we can't afford to pay you and broadcast at the same time?
Oh yeah, my bonus is getting to call this great game. So you got a minute 6.
And it's getting foggy out here, Brian, too. That visibility is starting to play a little bit of a factor here.
You can't force.
Wow, this game has had it all. I mean, just back and forth.
Timeout Turks.
Timeout, Turks. All right, so we've got a minute, just a little over a minute remaining, minute 8 seconds. Sultan has the ball on their own 20-yard line.
They still have two more timeouts. In order to get down into scoring range, they're going to have a big play.
Yes.
Okay. Last time we went for the big play, it was intercepted. Okay.
Well, either that or you're going to have to work the sidelines and use that sideline to your advantage and try to work your way up. I mean, a minute is enough time if you use your timeouts effectively and use the sidelines effectively.
Backup quarterback. He's experienced in these situations. He's been, he spent 2 years
former
as
starter,
a former starter before. But the fog's coming in. It's going to be a little harder to see the ball.
Yep. Yeah, the fog has really thickened up quite a bit in the last 5 minutes or so.
And right now the advantage on offense goes to Granite Falls in the overtime. But
all right.
He's going to be in the shotgun
First and
here.
10 from the 20. Perigo back to pass, throwing deep. Oh, tempted for number 5, Eric Turner. Yeah, Eric Turner got turned around, no pun intended, but he kind of twisted around and lost sight of the ball. And then again, that's a ball there with the foggier conditions that I'm sure played
I think he
into it.
lost it in the fog on that.
Yeah, it's going to be in these foggy conditions. If we do end up going into overtime, it'll be interesting, Brian, if this fog continues to roll in like this.
Granite Falls still has all three of their I believe they still have all three of their timeouts. Kansas City playoff. They start the ball, I believe, on the 20-yard line or the 15-yard line, and
we just
we'll go over.
We'll get a winner. There you go. Use that sideline.
And that's a good play.
That is a good play right there. Yep. No change in the score. Nooksack and Linden Christian still 35-17, so it's looking more and more like the Pioneers are going to be coming to head in Sultan for next Friday.
56 seconds. The clock stops. Turk still have 2 timeouts. Granite Falls still has all 3 of theirs if they get the ball back.
Oh, that was almost intercepted. Oh, that was close. That was close.
And we didn't get the call there that we needed.
53 seconds remaining.
Oh, yeah.
And the indication is that's going to be against the Tigers, holding on the defense. Or, excuse me, illegal contact.
I didn't see that play happen.
That's why there was almost an interception, right? Because it was held.
Ten-yard penalty. First down.
Yes, and now the fog is kind of temporarily lifted.
Well, and nobody can say that Perigo doesn't have a strong arm.
No. 43-yard line. Turks first and 10. Perigo rolling back. Looks one way, looks the other, going to keep, tuck and keep. Now then he throws and out of bounds. Avoids the sack there.
That's smart play there.
It is second and 10. 45 seconds remaining. Oh, we got illegal grounding.
No way.
Oh.
Well, it's different between the high school rules.
Okay. All right, so an intentional grounding. There was no receiver in the
so
area.
So it's a spot foul. Yeah.
Okay.
So too many Seahawks
Good clarification. Yeah, a little different.
Too many Seahawk games on Sundays.
Yeah, a little different than the pro rules is that there needs to be a receiver in the vicinity, and there was not.
Here, I thought that was just a great.
We both thought it was good. But unfortunately, in the high school level, that doesn't pass muster. So
it's loss of down on that too. So
yeah, that hurts.
You lose 5 yards.
Second and
it's as if he gave up a sack there.
Second and 15. So all these are passing opportunities. You got to get closer. Got to get some pressure coming. Perigo scrambles. He
Holding
avoids
against
it.
the Turks.
And the ball falls short. Yep. And that's in the right in the area you would expect a holding call.
All right, so don't.
So, Brian, I'm really seeing, and again, nothing against Mr. Perigo, but I'm really, as soon as Hayfley went out, you definitely saw some of the wind go out of the sails of the Turk offense. Just got a different feel out there than it did.
Well, it just changes the dynamic of your team. When
Yeah, it really does. It really does.
As your quarterback / safety goes, so goes your team. It's the whole flow of the offense goes through them, and and Perigo's he's a decent high school quarterback. He always has been. He's got a strong arm. And
all right, I'm seeing this. If I'm reading this correctly, we have a final. Nooksack Valley 35.
They declined the penalty.
Okay.
So it's just loss. It's just the third down now. This is because they declined the penalty.
3rd and 15.
He's going to come up in the shotgun.
Oh, last-minute deflection there by the by number 28 for
and in that
the
situation,
Tigers.
You'd have been if we were that close, you'd have been tempted to go for it. But now you're going to have to punt. You have no choice. You have to punt in this situation, and then we're going to go to the overtime.
Yes.
And I believe that starts on either the 10, the 15, or the 20, and each team gets a chance to score. And each team has a chance to have the ball. And the team,
that gets exciting.
If you score and you score a touchdown, the defensive team then gets a chance to get the ball and go and score a touchdown. You score a field goal, they come in and score a touchdown, you win. But this is important that this does not get hung up or blocked.
Yeah, gets it away cleanly. And they're going to stay, just let it bounce.
Let it roll.
Oh, should have let it go. Yeah, out of bounce. I think he could have got another 5 yards out of it there.
Yeah. Let it roll.
Yeah, 2 things. I think he could have got another 5 yards, and it would have burned another 5 seconds at least off the clock. But they've got it now with 25 seconds remaining.
No, we've got a Granite Falls. I believe it's Granite Falls.
Yeah, I think it's.
I can't tell.
There's
a lot of Turks around that guy.
Well, there's pink socks. And I don't think any of the Granite Falls players are wearing pink socks tonight, so I think it's a Sultan player. We do have a final. Nooksack Valley 35. Linden Christian 17. So the Pioneers will be our opponent next Friday night. And the Turk player is up. Number 77 for the Turks was one on the ground. That's Tyler Deason, but he appears to be okay. He's walking off on his own power. All right. 25 seconds. Granite Falls on their own 33-yard line. Long ways to go to see if they can score. Otherwise, we're looking at overtime.
I believe it starts at the 25, and then we keep coming in. We keep coming in after that a little. If the next overtime's a little closer, and then I believe after the third
Landrum. Oh, that was a pretty good looking pass, but incomplete. Yeah, it took 5 seconds off the clock, 20 seconds remaining.
Well
Tony M from Granite Falls says, "Let's go Tigers." His son's out there playing tonight, and unfortunately he has a shift at the fire department and is unable, so we're glad, Tony, that you're able to join us here on TurkPride.tv and cheering your son on over the World Wide Web. Landrum keeps it. It's kind of a curious call to me.
Well, I think
with 13 seconds remaining.
They're going to take their timeout here, and then they're going to do they don't want to leave any time on the clock if there is a interception.
It surprises me though, Brian. They wouldn't try to win this thing in regulation and throw it up.
Well, the way they've been throwing the ball tonight, I'd have taken a couple of shots.
Yeah.
Especially the way the Turks have been moving the ball here in the second half.
All right, we got a timeout. Granite Falls.
So if Hayfley is if he's just injured, maybe he could still kick. I'm just kidding.
No, I think he's done.
I think he's. I don't know what's.
He's up on his. Now we will give you an update. He is up walking under his own power, up and down the sidelines. He's got somebody kind of shadowing him, but he is walking, taking fluids, and but yeah, he's not going to return tonight.
They've taken his helmet. They've taken his helmet away from him.
Yep. He's not going to return tonight. They'll get him healthy and ready for next week when the games really start to count.
Well, this game counts.
Well, it counts. But you know what I'm saying. You know what I mean.
Yeah, of course.
It counts even more because you get to progress. You win, you move on. Landrum pump fake, throwing it down for number 89.
Oh,
no. Nope.
He was kind of hoping to get the PI on
but that's a good no call. I mean, I think that's a good no call, Brian. You got to let that was just very evenly
nicely
played
thrown
by
ball.
both.
It was a nicely thrown ball.
And both players were battling for position on that, so I agree. That's a good no call in that situation. Yeah, it's true. All right. They're going to punt. Yeah, it's interesting. 7 seconds remaining. They didn't get a first down. They're not going to go for it here, which surprises me. They wouldn't run it and try to run 7 seconds off, but they're going to punt. Well, now we got a false start. Yeah, false start against Granite Falls. So 7 seconds. Moving back 5. They're going to punt, and we're going to go to overtime, barring any unforeseen developments. Unforeseen developments. We should go to overtime.
Oh, yeah.
Wow. Hey, Brian, we're up to 39. We hit 40.
We hit 40 there for a while. I don't know whether that person.
I think they must be spreading the word that we got a pretty good game.
We got some overtime.
Good game.
We got extra football coming.
Good game going on here. Man, this little.
Oh, pooch. Banjo! Get away from the ball.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's
going to be it. That's going to run out the clock, and we're tied.
All
overtime.
Right. So we got it's overtime.
So did you get clarification on what the rules are here?
Well, the ball starts on they're going to have another coin toss.
The ceremonial coin toss at midfield. Okay.
And the team that wins gets to choose if they want to go on offense or defense or which
first.
side they want to defend.
Right.
Okay. Obviously, if I'm on offense, I want to be on the side with the least amount of fog. If I'm on defense, I want to be on the side with the most amount of fog.
The fog is rolling in again pretty thick. I would say the east end zone is the most clear at this point, where the west end zone is a little more.
Each team, the team gets the ball. It's 1st and 10 on the 25-yard line. If you go down and you score a touchdown, the other team gets a chance to get the ball.
To tie.
If you go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a chance
to win.
To go down and win.
And win.
If the first team doesn't score, the other team, all they have to do is kick a field goal to win or score.
Right.
Okay. Well, neither team has a field goal kicker right now.
So what do you think? Is the thought process better to take the ball first and try to put the pressure on the other team, or play defense first?
Generally speaking, you always choose defense first. If you win the toss, you generally always choose defense.
Okay.
The reason you do that is because you know what you have to do in order
to extend that game, to win or extend.
Okay, to win or extend. California did it against Arizona last week. They went for 2 in the second overtime. They went for 2 in the second overtime to win the game.
All right.
Instead of kicking. Now, after the third, going into the third overtime, you have to go for 2.
I see.
Okay, that is.
They want to press.
But they're going to go for 2 no matter what happens. They're going for 2 regardless in this game.
Right.
If somebody scores a touchdown, so there's no field goal kickers on either side right now that can hit a field goal, except for us. But he's on the sideline and he can't play.
Right, he's out.
So he's done and he's out, and that's welcome to high school. Welcome to high school.
Welcome to high school.
So
we're taking just a brief break here before we start the overtime period. About 1 minute and 45 seconds remaining.
And this is untimed. There's no. The timekeeper just needs to keep score now. That's the only thing. Yeah.
That's right.
So
we can't make a mistake.
And And the last time I was at a high school overtime game was, like I said earlier, was Bothell in 2006. Bothell versus Pasco. It went 9 overtimes. It's a national record.
I don't want to stay here for 9 overtimes. I want to win this thing sooner than that.
But the home team won.
Well, I
don't care if it goes 20 overtimes as long as the home team wins.
As long as the Turk wins, or the Turks win, huh?
Absolutely.
You want to be here till like midnight?
Hey, you know what? If it's a Turk win, absolutely. You can go home. I'll stay. I'll stay here.
I'm not going home. I'm in it for the duration here, sir.
I don't stay home to put up Christmas or Halloween.
Halloween. No, that's we got those. My wife's working on that.
Yeah,
so.
you guys do a great job.
Oh, we
I don't put up any decorations because I have yours.
Yeah, you just live off of ours. You piggyback off me.
It's like noon.
You could stop to buy
It's like
and help.
noon at midnight because of all the Christmas lights you guys put
You
up.
could stop and help at any time.
Oh, I would love to stop and help.
Well,
Am I
should
invited?
do that. Anytime.
Am I invited to come put up Christmas decorations at your house?
Yes. So we're getting some scores here. Well,
all
yeah.
Right,
some of these scores
here?
are old here.
I wasn't paying attention. I don't know who's getting the ball or where they're defending now.
Other games in the Cascade Conference tonight: Archbishop Murphy taking on Cedar Crest.
No
score.
It looks
and
to me
Stanwood
like
Kings.
What do we got going here? Well, we'll know soon enough. I wasn't paying any attention. No, I can watch here on the. Here comes the coin. I'm watching the coin.
Yeah, watch it there in the fog. We got the fog bowl going on here next, Brian.
The fog is definitely coming in, which helps the Turks actually. So the Turks are going to defend. The east end zone, which means they're going to be. I believe they'll be on defense first, because that's where everybody's going to go. So Turks won the toss. They elected to go on defense. The ball goes to the 25-yard line, and all you got to do is keep them out of the end. The first team to score wins.
Yep. Well, first team that, and if they get an opportunity, if you score first, you get an opportunity to match, but to win or extend, basically.
If the other team scores a touchdown and doesn't get the 2-point conversion, because the other team gets a touchdown and gets the 2-point conversion, that can win you the game also. Yep. So here we go.
So it gets simpler. It gets a lot simpler here. Granite Falls going to be on offense first, starting at the 25-yard line. First pass from Landrum, incomplete. Attempted to number 25, Luis Hernandez.
Another thing that could happen here, if one of these kids were to intercept the ball and return it for a touchdown, game over.
Yes.
So.
Yep, that's correct. They would have no need to have their turn on offense because they will have already scored. The other team would not be able to score. So. All right. So 2nd and 10 on the 25.
Interesting. If you do intercept it and you get tackled like on the 1-yard line, you come back and you start on the 25-yard line.
Oh, wow. I did not know that.
So here we go. 3 receivers to the right. 1 to the right. Go the window with Landrum.
And Buck Holtz busting it up the middle.
So yeah, they have 1 receiver to the right, 3 to the left. Ran the ball up the middle. They're going to do that again.
3rd and 5.
This is definitely 4-down territory. You're not going to kick a field goal here, so whatever happens.
Caught. Breaks a tackle. Still on his feet.
That's going to be good for a first down.
And that's number 89. And unfortunately, we apologize, but in our roster that was provided to us, we do not have a name for number 89.
We have an 88, but no 89.
No 89. 88, but no number 89. So we apologize, but nice catch by that young man.
Okay, it's going to go 3 receivers.
First down.
3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. It's going to be in the shot. He's going to be in the shotgun. He's going to be in the pistol.
So Granite Falls continuing to just slowly, methodically move down the field. Hand off to Buck Holtz.
Buck Holtz again. It's not.
Tripped up. Short gain.
They're going to get over here, and they're going to have to throw the ball into the flat again. And
so So we're still able to see
2nd
here
and
on
9
our
coming up.
YouTube feed.
Back to throw.
Oh,
Almost intercepted.
Almost. For Luis Hernandez, number 25 was the intended receiver. And Turner, who has just had a whale of a game tonight, Brian, both on the offensive and defensive side. What a great game for that young man on senior night 2017 here in the Black and Blue Bowl between Granite Falls and Sultan.
Okay, 3rd and 9 coming up. Intercept the ball, guys.
That's Hernandez is open.
It's going to be a 4th and
3,
one.
2.
4th and 3 coming up.
4th and 3. Wow, big play. It's huge, Brian. This one's huge. It's huge. It's huge. Huge. All right.
So what do you do here? Well, he's always on these 4th down. He's always rushed his throw.
Yeah, they're gonna run here, I think, Brian. Yep, he's in. Touchdown. All right, so Granite Falls strikes first, and they get 6. So the Turks, that puts the pressure squarely on the Turks' shoulders. And the PAT coming up.
They do. They got a kicker.
All right,
They're
going to
kick.
They're going to try this. The first time, all they've attempted is 2-point conversions, but they're going to try for 1 here. And the number 25, Hernandez, the wide receiver, who's played a key role here in the second half, is the kicker for the Tigers. And it is good. All right. So the Tigers took their opportunity and they made the most of it. Brian scoring 7. Now the Turks get their chance from the 25.
It is 9:42 at night. Do you know where your children are? 21-14.
Yeah, that's correct. Well, this one's just, it's been as good as I thought it was going to be, Brian, tonight. It's just, it just doesn't get better than this. This is very, very competitive game against 2 very evenly matched teams. Just a great rivalry. This is what makes high school football fun to watch. All right, first down for the Turks from the 25.
Isaiah Phillips up the middle.
Yeah, Phillips, nice gain, first down.
No, you got to want it. You got to want it, guys.
All right, first and 10.
They're going to have to, when they do
14,
score a touchdown here,
13.
they have to go for 2 because they don't have a kicker. He's on the sideline.
That is true. That's a good point.
Unless they have a backup that we don't know about.
Oh, bobbled, picked up by Perigo. Under pressure.
Yep.
Oh, yep.
Going to get the face mask call.
Wow, Turks got lucky on that one because again, that was a broken play, sack, loss of yardage, and they were able to get a penalty and get it back.
It's going to be half the distance to the goal.
Yep.
And even bigger, it's going to be 1st and 5.
All right, so it's going to be put at about the 7-yard line then. Okay, so it's from the spot of the foul. It's going to be half the distance to the goal. So he was tackled at about the 19-yard line. So that's going to put it just inside the 10.
But it should still be a first down.
It is still first down if I'm reading. Yeah, still first down.
1st and 9.
From the 9.
Oh, Phillips with motion on that.
So then we give 5 of it back. We get 9, we give 5 of it back, so that was a net gain of 4 on that exchange between those 2 plays.
Well,
First and 11 if you're keeping track here at home. And again, the clock does not come into play here. The clock is not running in this overtime period where we play these where we trade possessions back and forth from the 25. Handoff. Oh, a nice tackle in the open field there by number 44, Seth Harris. And Harris comes up, makes a nice solo tackle there. Saves what could have been a big gain by the Turks.
Well, that's, you would think that they would be keying in on Phillips on that, and that's why they did that.
Right. Just keep them honest, shake it up a little bit. Second down. And about 13, it looks like.
I'm running the ball here.
And off to Phillips. And hit and stopped after a short gain. Yep, so 3rd and 12 for the Turks. Yeah, we're 3rd and 12. We're still... so we're on the 15. The ball's on the 15. It's getting hard to see, but the ball's looks like on the 15-yard line. 3rd and 12 from the 15. Brian, you look nervous over there.
Oh, I am.
You've gotten quiet and nervous.
What do you do on 3rd and 12? If you throw the ball and you don't get it, you have a big.
You got 2 more
So
chances.
you try to get at least half of it back here.
Yep, you got to get closer.
This is a throw. He's going to throw it.
Yep. Perigo under pressure, scrambling to the right, stops, hit as he throws. Ball's up for grabs, incomplete. Incomplete. Perigo took a pretty hard shot by number 55, which is Hunter Chapman, as he let the ball go. He rolled to his right, and he is slow to get up.
He's all right.
Ball was well defended in the end zone and falls incomplete. So here you go.
This ball game.
This is it right here.
You can get a first down here.
You can, but this is you got to do something big here.
So what you want to do here is you want to isolate your best receiver on one side, and put all the other receivers on the other, and
pitch and catch, jump ball. All right, let's see what happens. 4th down, 4th and 12 from the 15 for the Turks. Need to get a first down to keep this game alive.
So Rivas is going to be by himself over there on that far side.
Yeah, you're right. They're really spreading the field here, Brian. Roll out to his left. Perigo stops, turns back. Pressure coming. Throws to the middle of the field. Caught!
And that...
Oh, it's going to be real close.
He caught it.
It's going to be real close.
Phoenix is rising late.
Wow. Wow, what a play. What a play. Perigo under pressure. Scrambles, stops, throws across his body to McGuire, and he makes the catch.
You think you want Phillips in the game here, maybe?
Wow, yeah. Wow. Perigo was definitely under pressure. I didn't think he was get it in, but he sure did. And that young man was able to concentrate, keep his senses about him, and make the throw.
Well, Phoenix McGuire with his first varsity catch.
And just a first down, so just enough.
Phillips brings it in.
Touchdown
Turks within 1.
All right.
Oh, what's your play? You know what? I'm giving it to Phillips and going up the middle with it.
Yep, I think you have to. This is the game right here, Brian. Again, you got to go for it. So you either win or lose with one play.
Well, you can kick a field goal and go to other, but we don't have a kicker.
They're correct. Our kicker's injured,
so
you're gonna win or lose by one point here.
So you would have to go for 2. So you might as well go for 2.
Yeah, you're gonna win by 1 or you're gonna lose by 1. And Turks got a timeout here. They're going to talk about what they're going to run. It all comes down to one play. All this whole 4 quarters and an overtime period all comes down to one play.
2 yards. Can the Turks get 2 yards on the ground?
Push it in with 2 yards.
Push it in. What do? They're all keying on 44.
Yep.
Okay.
I think Phillips is your best bet right here. either Phillips or you get Perigo rolling out.
I don't want to roll. I don't want to roll out.
Come on, Brian, do it. Live on the edge, man.
So we got people in the box calling for the fly sweep. See what happens.
Let's go. Got to go for the pylon in the corner, Brian. Come on.
Don't throw the ball here. Battery level low. Battery level low.
Perigo just scrambles, rolls, and goes for the pylon.
All right, folks. Here we go. All right, we're
All
back.
right, down to one play.
This is it, folks. Turks are going to line up. He's going to have Phillips in the backfield with Aiden Fleming.
All right, this is what
center.
it's all about right here.
Perigo rolls.
There he goes.
He goes
my
for
man.
it. He's in. Turks win. Turks win. Turks win the Black and Blue Bowl.
There you go. Black and Blue Bowl winner.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner.
By 1 point.
Oh, my goodness. Did that just happen?
What did I tell you,
The
Alex?
crowd
Perigo.
goes crazy. My blood pressure goes up. Call the aid card. At least they're here
Went right
already.
across the field. There you go.
Unbelievable.
Oh,
I want to go down and celebrate with
People
them.
are just jumping out in the field, running out there.
Perigo.
The cheerleaders.
Hey, you know
A
what?
lot of emotion.
Perigo comes in. He has to play quarterback in the fourth quarter, and he leads his team to the victory.
He does.
Okay, Phoenix McGuire, first catch of the year.
Eric Turner, huge game.
Eric Turner, huge game.
Huge. He was huge.
Huge.
Now, Brian, what did I say? I said Perigo rolls out.
Oh,
yes.
yes, Dan.
I finally
I'd have
called
given
one
it to.
right.
I would have given it to Phillips up the middle.
Well, that was great. That was very, very exciting. Congratulations to the Turks here on Senior Night Pinko and the Black and Blue Bowl. Winner.
Chicken dinner.
2017.
I'm going to have chicken now.
The trophy comes back to Sultan, where it belongs.
It's back where it belongs.
For another year.
Hey, we still have 45 people watching.
45. Wow, that's awesome.
Hail the conquering Turks and bravo.
There we go.
Until
All right.
next time.
I think it's time for us to say goodnight. Ladies and gentlemen, we really, really appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed it just half as much as we enjoyed bringing it to you tonight.
So
fantastic game.
Okay.
Turks 22. Granite Falls Tigers 21. Black and Blue Bowl.
How in the world do we figure out a TurkPride.tv player of the game there?
I think it's got to be. I think you got to go with Eric Turner.
Yeah, you know what? I completely agree. Without his play in the first half, we wouldn't
have been there. Yeah. I mean, Perigo definitely came in and provided a spark when Hayfley went down, but I've got to give it to Eric Turner.
Eric Turner is our TurkPride.tv player of the game. Hey,
Brian, next Friday.
Hey, we got to come back next week and do this again.
All right. Oh, we got a shot.
Mr. Fox is still on there. We give you a shout out.
There you go. Good job. We appreciate everybody that joined us here on YouTube, and for shout outs for all of you. And San Francisco, Nebraska, and every point in between. Thank you for joining us.
For our producers extraordinaire.
Yes, producers extraordinaire and all the students that helped. For myself, Dan Baller, and my co-host Brian Atkinson, we say good night, and we'll see you next Friday night.
See you on the flip side.
All right, take care.
Hashtag
Turks first.
Turks first.